when Garrett Cole went on the IL, and all he has done is put up some top 10 numbers in almost every category in pitching, has the 6th highest whip rate. So it's going to be a tough one for the Mariners. He does at times get a little bit, lose the command. So they're going to want to be very smart about taking their pitches. The last thing of note, and it's kind of a biggie, is the lineup today. Mariners have made a move with the lineup and moved Julio Rodriguez down just a bit. This is what we have got for the Mariners lineup. It is, of course, J.P. Crawford at the top, followed by Dylan Moore, Luke Raley, Mitch Garver, the DH, Dom Canzone, then Julio Rodriguez follows, batting 6, Josh Rojas, Ty France, Sebi Zavala, rounding out the 9. What's on tap is powered by Miller Lite. Fans, it's almost game time, and game time is Miller time. Shed the day, grab your friends, and crack open an ice-cold Miller Lite. Mariners got a chance to take a series. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's do this. Aaron and Gary going to discuss that and more as the pregame show continues on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
For tank and tankless hot water heaters, for clogged drains, for leaky faucets, for toilets that won't flush. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is your trusted source to solve all your plumbing needs. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Michael Subaru of Bellevue has a motto, for the life you live. It's a reminder that we have the Subaru that fits your life. It also includes making your experience at Michael's as easy as possible. We have over 400 vehicles to choose from, more than 100 employees committed to service at the store and in our local community. Even 60 loaner vehicles to make sure service appointments aren't disrupting your day-to-day. All of this backed by a name you can trust. Michael Subaru of Bellevue. For the life you live.
We don't want to go to war. Nobody ever wins at war. And the big loser always is the children.
Custody of your children doesn't have to be a battle. There is a better way. It's Truce Law.
He understood the situation. His grace and his calm demeanor and his knowledge of the law got us across the finish line, working together for the enrichment of the child.
Sometimes the best way to win is to call a truce with Truce Law. TruceLaw.com.
Amanda here from Care Partners Senior Living. We're growing! I'm so excited to share that we have new communities in Bremerton, Sequim, and opening later this year, our beautiful brand new community, Vineyard Park of North Creek and Bothell, which is now taking reservations. We have 26 communities with compassionate care and friendly environments throughout Washington and Arizona. Care Partners is the best option because we offer quality independent, assisted, and memory care living at an affordable price. Learn more today at carepartnersliving.com.
For reaction to today's game, tune into Brock and Salk, weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
It does feel like, man, Cal finds a way in these big moments to be the guy again and again and again to deliver.
On Seattle Sports and the Seattle Sports app.
Rick Riz here for the Pella Windows and Doors of Western Washington's Improve Your Play program. Many of our local youth sports teams need help with field enhancements, training, and equipment. Local Pella owners Keith Dashafy and Luke Wilson are stepping up to donate $5,000 to 2 deserving teams. We need your help finding them. Head to seattlesports.com/play to nominate a deserving team in need. Let's help our local youth improve their play this year with Pella Windows and Doors of Western Washington. Contest and rules at seattlesports.com/play. Hi, Rick Riz here. Do you need a new roof but aren't sure who you can trust? Call 3 Tree Roofing. A proud family-owned business, 3 Tree Roofing brings meticulous attention to detail to every roofing project. From your initial phone call to your free on-site estimate to the installation itself, you'll appreciate our outstanding value and unmatched craftsmanship. So call 3 Tree Roofing at 206-312-ROOF for a free roof replacement quote. That's 206-312-ROOF. 3 Tree Roofing, your Puget Sound roofing experts.
Looking for a great night out? Snoqualmie Casino's just the place to go to unwind and have some fun. It's Mike Salk here. Only 30 minutes from Seattle, Snoqualmie Casino's got it all. Lots of exciting table games, tons of slots, sports, restaurants, entertainment, plus the views, too. Come check out the breathtaking views of the Snoqualmie Valley and Mount Si. So no matter if it's checking out sports with your buddies or a date night, make sure you're checking out Snoqualmie Casino. Go to snocasino.com for all the details details. It is Seattle's closest Snoqualmie Casino. Please game responsibly.
Ready to go electric? Experience the all-new 2024 Kia EV9 for yourself at Chuck Olson Kia. With seating for up to 7, this all-wheel drive 3-row SUV is perfect for running the kids to practice or your next weekend adventure. Or check out the electrifying Kia crossovers, the sporty 2024 EV6 and Niro EV. They have over 75 EVs in stock right now, plus tons of hybrids and plug-in hybrids. Where you buy your vehicle matters. Start at Chuck Olson Kia of Seattle. Online at chuckolsonkia.com. Over 75 electric vehicles in stock as of 5/7/24.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Welcome back. It's the Mariners pregame show. Final game in New York. Aaron Goldsmith and Gary Hill. And, Gary, the Mariners still have a chance for a series win today. And even if you don't win today, you split this 4-game series. I'd say bottom line, no matter what happens, it's been a good trip to New York.
I agree. That was what I was hoping for the Mariners coming to New York, is getting a split. They've done that. Hey, and you have Luis Castillo on the mound trying to get a series win. So you always like your chances when that's happening. And to win any 4-game series, I think is really hard. To win any 4-game series on the road is especially hard. To win a 4-game series on the road against one of the best teams in baseball, I think, is incredibly hard. So the Mariners have a chance to do that today. Those are the levels
Hey, along those lines, I saw something on Twitter today on the bus ride over. It's just pretty remarkable. There's a guy, you've seen him, you probably follow him. His name is Alex Fast. He does a lot of kind of StatCast-y type work. He said that Aaron Judge has 25 barrels this month. Wow. In the month of May. And according to Alex, that's the most barrels by any player in any month in StatCast history.
Well, of course it is.
Is that remarkable or what?
Well,
there's like a week left in the month?
Yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers. That's probably more than some teams have had this month. Like, that is a ridiculous amount. That's incredible.
Yeah, barrels, for those who aren't as nerdy, basically it's the absolute greatest form of contact the hitter can make, because we know you can hit the ball as hard as anybody, but if you hit it on the ground, there's a pretty good chance it's going to be an out, or at least a greater chance it'll be an out. But a barrel is like that perfect sweet spot of hitting the ball hard and hitting the ball with the right angle so that it typically leads to extra bases. And oftentimes, in Judge's case, surprised he doesn't have more home runs this month, actually, with 25 barrels on the month. Okay, so that's a good pivot point into something very different today for the Mariners.
Yes.
Julio is batting 6th in the lineup. He has hit second essentially all season long. We were wondering if either today would be a day off for Julio, or if at some point soon he would be moved out of the number 2 spot, typically reserved for your best hitter. He has not been hitting like the best hitter, obviously. And I know you were looking at numbers, Gary, in advance of yesterday's game on this month for Julio. He is hitting the ball hard, but it has not been in the air.
That's the thing. I was just kind of looking over a bunch of different things. What started me down this path was actually Dylan Moore, because he has obviously been hitting the ball hard, right? And the production has followed. And so I was looking up, his hard hits, 95-plus and also 100-plus, just to see what that looked like in comparison to other guys in baseball and kind of this road trip in particular. And what do you know? Like, not only does he have the most hard hits, Julio is tied with him with the most hard hits. Now, the production hasn't been the same at all. And then I was looking at other guys in this stretch and what it looks like. And the difference is, like, we saw Gunnar Henderson. Let's use him as an example because the Mariners just saw him firsthand. He had the same amount as Julio, right? The difference is Gunnar Henderson has hit 4 home runs in this stretch, and Julio's had 3 singles. And just to kind of boil it down specifically, the hard hits have been there, the production has not, which really gets back to the barrel conversation, which is it's hitting the ball hard is great, but there is another element to that to turn it into production most of the time.
Dylan Moore is batting second today. Funny how that turns out. I hate to come full circle and wrap it up with Judge once again. In his last 24 games, this is absurd, Judge is riding a .510 on base with 10 doubles and 10 homers. I mean, that's as good of a 24-game stretch as any player can have.
That's a month.
That is incredible.
That is incredible.
All right, so a little different look at the lineup today. Mariners have a chance for the series win with Castillo up on the mound. We're back in a moment on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
Mariners pregame has been brought to you by Muckleshoot Casino Resort,
WSECU,
Three Tree Roofing,
and Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Don't go anywhere. First pitch is next.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Fred Meyer, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Fred Meyer worth it every time. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Yakima Nation Legends Casino Hotel is your summer oasis for fun, relaxation, and riches. Every Thursday in May, enjoy Home Run Riches for a chance to win up to $26,000. Enjoy a scenic drive from the west side to your new favorite destination. Stretch out in the spacious rooms and enjoy a delicious buffet. Then take the elevator down for entertainment all through the night. Catch a show or test your skill. Coming this summer, the brand new spa, Legends Casino Hotel, within winning distance. Looking for a quality win this season? Arco and the Mariners are teaming up to give you a win at the pump and the park. When you spend $50 on quality gas at Arco, bring your receipt to T-Mobile Park Guest Services, and you'll get a $10 concessions gift card. That's a quality win on the road and in the stands. Now for a win on the field, Mariners. Take the win at Arco. Gas must be purchased between March 28, 2024 and October 1st, 2024. Valid at participating locations while supplies last. Full details at mariners.com/ARCO.
I'm Rick Griffin. I was the head athletic trainer for the Seattle Mariners for 35 years. I found out I had prostate cancer on opening day 2017.
Rick researched treatments.
I had a friend who had prostate cancer, and I saw the side effects, and I thought there had to be a better way.
He chose Fred Hutch Cancer Center proton therapy.
It was much easier than I thought possible. If I had to recommend proton therapy, I absolutely would.
Rick chose proton therapy. Learn more at fredhutch.org/proton therapy.
Less than 10 minutes from Mariners baseball on 710 KIRO AM Seattle. Let's go live to the ballpark for starting lineups and first pitch. Seattle Mariners baseball starts now. Seattle Mariners baseball is on the air.
J.P. Crawford with another leadoff home run.
Seattle Mariners play-by-play is brought to you by your Western Washington Toyota dealers, Seattle's Union Gospel Mission, Michael's Subaru of Bellevue, and by your local steel dealer.
Well, the skies have cleared, the tarp is off the field, and we are all set for Mariners baseball today. It's the final game of this 4-game series, taking on the New York Yankees. Welcome inside Yankee Stadium. Some early day baseball for everybody back home in the great Northwest. It's a tremendous pitching matchup today. Luis Castillo going for the Mariners against right-handed Luis Gil. Now, both guys got some power stuff. We will see a lot of fastballs at 96 plus today. With the win today, the Mariners will win the series. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
Here they come, your Seattle Mariners.
Hold up. This team is so much more than Mariners. With an elite rotation and lights-out bullpen, they're your opposing batters bewareing it.
Strike three called. George Kirby is doing nothing but pump strikes.
Your miracle catches in mid-airners.
Line drive, J.P. got it! Hang out, J.P. Crawford!
And don't forget your stay fair-inners.
Off the windows of the Hit It Here Cafe, Cal Raleigh with a 2-run blast.
What can I say? You gotta be there-inners. Mariners baseball. Trident's up.
Don't miss the 4-game divisional showdown between the Mariners and Astros next week at T-Mobile Park. The series starts Monday at 6:40 with a special Memorial Day matchup. Then it's 3 straight Mariners value games Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, which means you can score seats starting at just $10. Go to Mariners.com to get your tickets today.
We're live after the Mariners game. Coach, once a base runner's aboard, how do you bring them home?
Well, we're really focused on stealing bases. Fresh steals mean free AM/PM fresh baked cookies and a 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola, plus the chance to win a Mariners VIP experience. That's it. If you need me, I'll be at AM/PM.
AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Proud partner of the Mariners. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 19th. Only at participating AM/PM store while supplies last. VIP experience sweeps, no purchase necessary. See rules at ampm.com/official rules.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save. Because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
At T-Mobile, you can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, switch and keep your phone. We'll pay it off up to $800. Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Today's starting lineup is presented by Global Credit Union. Here is today's healthcare playmaker.
Hi, I'm Danielle Stockwell with Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, and I'm a surgery scheduler at Virginia Mason Franciscan Women's Health, and I worked there for 12 years. This is today's starting lineup for the Mariners.
Leading off, the shortstop.
J.P. Crawford, Long Beach, California.
That baby stays fair, and the Mariners have a 1-0 lead. J.P. Crawford!
Batting second at second base.
Dylan Moore, Yorba Linda, California, University of Central Florida.
It is fair, it is gone! Dylan Moore with a tracer to left field.
Batting third in left field.
Luke Raley, Hinkley, Ohio.
Luke Raley with his second home run of the season. Yes, indeed, his bat heating up.
Batting cleanup, the designated hitter.
Mitch Garver from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Goodbye, baseball. A walk-off 2-run home run for Mitch Garver.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Dominic Canzone, Cleveland, Ohio, the Ohio State University.
Dom Canzone right up the middle out to Monument Park here at Yankee Stadium.
Batting sixth, the center fielder.
Julio Rodriguez from Loma de Cabrera, Dominican Republic. Let's go.
Julio back on it. He's at the track. He's at the wall. He makes a leap, and it's robbery in Baltimore.
Batting seventh, third baseman.
Josh Rojas, Millennium High School.
Hammered out to right field. Rojas leans into it by the foul pole, and it's gone. It's a home run.
Hitting eighth, the first baseman.
Ty France, West Covina, California, San Diego State.
Ty France leaving the yard. He pounds that over the wall in left field.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Sebi Zavala, San Diego State.
Gone, a home run. Sebi Zavala.
And taking the ball for the Mariners.
Luis Castillo, Seattle Mariners.
He locks him up, 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and it splits the lower outside corner. It's a pump of the fist for Luis Castillo.
And there's your starting lineup for tonight. Let's go Mariners.
Well, thank you, Danielle. That is today's Mariners starting lineup brought to you by Global Credit Union, where members enjoy benefits like 24/7, 365 personal service, no fee accounts. You can learn more at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, strength in members. Mariners and the Yankees wrapping up the series today, the fourth and final game. When we come back, first pitch and the play-by-play on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports. Hear Brock and Salk on FM.
They've done what you want your hometown teams to do with their hometown talent. They've developed them.
97.3 FM HD2. We are Seattle Sports.
The EQC Sportsbooks at Emerald Queen Casino is where you can bet, watch, and win on all your favorite sports. Now with the Bet EQC app, where you can place bets while games are being played. Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Michael Subaru of Bellevue has a motto, for the life you live. It's a reminder that we have the Subaru that fits your life. It also includes making your experience at Michael's as easy as possible. We have over 400 vehicles to choose from, more than 100 employees committed to service at the store and in our local community. Even 60 loaner vehicles to make sure service appointments aren't disrupting your day-to-day. All of loaner vehicles to make sure service appointments aren't disrupting your day-to-day. All of this backed by a name you can trust. Michael Subaru of Bellevue. For the life you live.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Well, the Mariners and the Yankees get set to play the fourth and final game today. The good news is that we are about to play on time. It was pouring rain earlier today, just about a couple of hours ago or so. The tarp was on the field, but man, right now, even though there's some clouds overhead, plenty of sunshine nevertheless. And Rick, this should be a really fun pitching matchup today.
Oh, man, it's going to be a great one because you have Luis Castillo on the mound. He's really turned things around after his first three starts on the season. Right now at 4-5 with a 3.28 ERA. But over his last four starts, 2-1, Aaron, with a 2.45 ERA. Last seven starts, a 2.17 ERA. Then you have Luis Gil on the mound, 25-year-old right-hander for the Yankees. How about his May? 4-0 in May with a 0.74 earned run average. So these guys better be swinging because these two guys are going to come after you and throw strikes.
Yeah, the Mariners have a chance to take a 4-game series at Yankee Stadium, which is awfully exciting. And based on the numbers you were given on Castillo, we know this already. They certainly have the right guy up on the mound, but they'll need to find a way to scratch out a couple of runs against this young right-hander.
Exactly. Luis, when he came over a couple of years ago, his first 2 outings were against the Yankees, one here in the Bronx, and of course one at home. And here we go, everybody. The 4th and final game of the finale of the series here in the Bronx. The Mariners and the Yankees. Baseball God's with us today because, as Aaron mentioned, it was pouring down rain this morning about 9:30. Clear skies, and it's turned out to be a beautiful afternoon here in New York City. J.P. Crawford leads it off. Luis Gil on the mound delivers, swing, and a foul back of the first pitch. And we are underway. Today's first pitch of the game brought to you by the Michaels Automotive Group, Toyota and Subaru, 2 great brands, 1 convenient location off of I-90 at Eastgate. The next offer on the way, and it misses to JP, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the yelling you have in the background, the roll call of the bleacher creatures here at Yankee Stadium for each and every one of the Yankee starters. Next pitch to Crawford, a swing and a miss. And a fastball at 97. My goodness, that's free and easy 97 on the outside corner. And the count is 1-2 on Crawford. Gil 5-1. The windup and the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. It was there. And right away, 1 out. Gil in his last outing against the Chicago White Sox struck out 14. So 1 out for the Mariners to start things off. That'll bring up hot-hitting second baseman today, Dylan Moore. Dylan now batting .252 with 6 home runs, 19 runs batted in, having a great road trip. And really a great last month. Here's the pitch on the way. Check swing, ground ball right side, 2-upper right to Rizzo at first. He's got it, takes it to the bag for the out on Moore. And there's 2 outs in the inning. Just an swing and check swing, and Dylan trailed the bat out over the plate. So 2 up and 2 down. We're underway here in New York, and that'll bring up hot-hitting left fielder Luke Raley. Raley with the average up to 300 with 4 home runs and 12 runs batted in. A couple of nights ago, a big home run to right field, greeting a left-hander in the ballgame. The windup in the pitch from Gil, swing and a miss at a fastball, and the count is 0-1. Well, here's how we got here. A couple of nights ago, Mariners came from behind down 4-0 to beat the Yankees 5-4 with that 4-run rally in the 9th. The windup in the next pitch is up and in on Luke for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Game 2, the Mariners hit the ball out of the ballpark, 4 home runs, and beat New York 6-3. And last night, the Yankees hit the ball out of the ballpark and won 7-3. The next pitch to Raley is low and outside for ball 2, 2-1. So the Mariners with a chance to win the series here in New York. They have won 8 of their last 10 series. Mariners first place in the West. The windup and the pitch to Raley. Swing and a high pop into shallow right center field, going out to shortstop. Volpe calling for him. Volpe backpedals some more, and he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Underway here in the
Traffic backups are inconvenient, but if your pipes are backing up at home, that's bad. There's only one cure for this pesky problem: the experts at Beacon Plumbing, Heating, Septic, and Mechanical. Trust them to clear your clogs. Stop freaking and call Beacon. 1-800-FREAKIN.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
We're broadcasting along the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network. Mariners.net and the Yankees coming up here in the bottom of the first inning to take a look at veteran right-hander Luis Castillo, 4-5 on the year. Anthony Volpe leads it off. First pitch fastball on the way, and it's in there for a strike, 0-1. Luis now with a 3.28 ERA over his first 10 starts of the year. Got off to that slow start the first 3 outings of the season. Next pitch, a swing and a foul back. And the count is now 0-2 on Volpe. Batting .275, 55 hits on the year. That's 7th in the American League. He kind of sets the table for the big bats behind him, Soto and Judge. And Verdugo, the windup and the 0-2. Swing and a soft looper into shallow left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Volpe just kind of reaches out and serves it into left field. A leadoff single here in the bottom of the first inning. And that'll bring up right fielder Juan Soto, and be mighty careful with Mr. Soto. Last night, 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in, a left-handed hitter. Both home runs opposite field to left. He'll be a free agent at the end of the season. He's batting .313 on the year, 3rd best in the American League, 4th in home runs with 13, 2nd in RBIs with 40. The wind of the pitch, strike called. On the outside corner, a fastball, and the count is 0-1. And if the Yankees want to re-sign Soto, they're going to have to back up the truck. They already gave Aaron Judge a big contract during the offseason. Here's the set. Next offer on the way to Soto, and a swing and a miss. Pitch just off the plate, off-speed pitch, and the count is now 0-2. We were talking with skipper Scott Service prior to the ball game with the media meeting inside the dugout. I said, how do you pitch this guy right now when he can go oppo twice in a ball game? Where do you pitch him? How do you pitch him? The stretch and the pitch. Swinging a one-hopper back to the mound. Taken by Luis. Down to second for 1. JP's relay to first, and it's going to be in time for the double play. A 1-6-3 double play. They get Volpe at second. Double up Soto at first base. Nicely done by the pitcher, Luis Castillo, to start that double play. And he said, you really have to spin it. Scott was talking about how do you pitch to Soto, and you got to change speeds because he can hit anything on the inside corner and go away with the pitches on the outside corner. Here's Aaron Judge. No score in the ball game. The pitch to Judge is in there for a strike, 0-1. Judge was 1 for 3 last night with a home run, opposite field home run to right, just over the wall in the short porch and right. The pitch is outside for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Judge 3rd in the league in home runs with 14. So what a 1-2 punch for the Yankees in Soto and Judge. The windup and the 1-1 pitch misses outside. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Judge is also 6th in runs batted in with 34. So you have 74 runs batted in between Soto and Judge. The windup and the 2-1 pitch. It's just a bit outside, down and away. Ball 3, 3-1. Judge, a big kid, really fills up the right side of the batter's box. Castillo in with a sign from Sebi Zavala, and the 3-1 on the way. It's going to be outside for ball 4. So Judge with a walk, and now the Yankees have a man back on at first base with 2 outs. No score, bottom of the first inning. Time for the Ballpark Fence Report, brought to you by All City Fence. 318 down the left field line, only 314 down the right field line, 408 to straightaway center. Ballpark Fence Report brought to you by All City Fence, celebrating 70 years of security, quality, and craftsmanship. Surround yourself with the very best. AllCityFence.com. Here's the pitch of the way. Verdugo, a swing and a line shot fouled on the right field line, 0-1. Alex Verdugo. He's batting .254, 6 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Yankees number 1 in the American League in home runs with 73. That's how they score a lot of their runs, but they also hit for a decent average at .256 behind Houston. Here's the pitch, swung on, fly ball, center field and deep. Julio going back to the warning track near the wall. Little leap at the fence, and he makes the catch. and that's going to retire the side. Nice running catch by Julio to end the bottom of the first. We go to the top half of the second. Home straight bank.
Summer is here, and with a new Toyota, you've got more all-wheel drive and electrified choices than anyone else, including the best-selling Toyota Camry. Now through June 3rd, get 4.75 APR financing on any remaining new 2024 Camry or Camry Hybrid with approved credit through TFS. Or be the first to drive the new all-hybrid 25 Camry. Now arriving at your Toyota dealer. A dealer doc fee of up to $200 may be added. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
For reaction to today's game and the latest news and opinion on the Mariners, tune into Wyman and Bob.
There's being hot, and then there's Julio. We're almost becoming numb to it, that Julio is just going to go up there and crush it.
Weekdays from 2 to 7 on Seattle Sports.
Swinomish Casino and Lodge is the perfect destination for your next getaway. Wake up to stunning views of Padilla Bay. Head to the casino floor for exciting slots and table games. Relax and recharge by cozying up in the lodge. And end your day savoring the delicious flavors of the Pacific Northwest at the award-winning 13 Moons. Come stay and play at Swinomish Casino and Lodge, where you can explore it all. Must be 18 to play.
0% financing. Yes, Mazda of Everett is offering 0% financing. 0% financing available on new Mazda CX-5s. 0% financing available on new Mazda CX-30s. 0% financing available on new Mazda CX-50s. 0% financing available on new Mazda CX-90s. Shop over 675 new Mazdas available with 0% financing. Shop over 675 new Mazdas available with 0% financing. Shop MazdaofEverett.com and click Get the Mazda of Everett price. 0% for 36 months. Available on all new Mazda CX-5s, Mazda CX-30s, Mazda CX-50s, Mazda CX-90s on approved credit.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Broadcasting from the Western Washington Toyota broadcast booth. We go to the top of the second here in New York. Mariners and the Yankees no score, leading things off Mitch Garver. And he takes a look at a strike from Luis Gil, 0-1. Wind-up and the pitch, slider low and away for ball one, 1 ball and 1 strike. Talking with Todd Frazier, now the voice on television, along with Michael Kay, broadcasting for the Yankees about Gil. Said it really been amazing. 3-pitch mix, fastball, slider, changeup. But his fastball moves 2 different ways. Here's the next offer on the way, and it's down low to Garver for ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. He said he's got a fastball that can rise and a fastball that can cut. Coming right out of the same tunnel makes it tough to reach. The windup and the 2-1 to Garver. Low and outside in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike on Mitch. But he's having a tremendous year at 5-1 with a 2.39 ERA. This is his 10th start of the season. Last year, didn't pitch with the Yankees and was down in the minor leagues for just 2 starts last season. For what a turnaround. Here's a swing and a hard hit, 1-hopper to third, taken by Cabrera. Steps into the throw, toss across in time to get Garver, and there's 1 out for the Mariners here in the top half of the second. All right, time now for this afternoon's Men of Steel report, brought to you by Steel Outdoor Power Equipment. Either Dylan Moore or Luke Raley, take your pick. Luke Raley in the month of May batting .382 with 4 home runs and 10 runs batted in. Dylan Moore last 14 games hitting .348. Today's Men of Steel report brought to you by Steel Outdoor Power Equipment. Find your steel. Visit steeldealers.com. That's STIHL dealers.com. Right fielder Dom Canzone back in the lineup. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swinging a pop-up outside of third. Long run. Cabrera to the dugout, and this one is going to be out of play. 0-1 on Dom. Canzone not in the lineup last night, but a couple of nights ago, Canzone with 2 outstanding catches robbing Anthony Rizzo in right center field. And robbing Cabrera in right center field with 2 diving grabs. Here's the pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss by Canzone, and the count is now 0-2. Dom 4 home runs out of the year and 8 runs batted in. Missed some time with that banged up shoulder. Crashed into the wall at T-Mobile Park in a game against the Cubs. Next pitch, swinging a foul off the catcher Trevino, and the count is still 0-2. So good to see Dom back with the ball club. Little rehab assignment down at AAA Tacoma. Likewise, J.P. Crawford. Heel the windup in the 0-2, and it's down low with a slider. Ball 1, 1 ball, and 2 strikes. Mariners 3-3 on the road trip, 1-2 in Baltimore, now 2-1 here in New York with a chance to win this series. And it's on to Washington tomorrow night. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. And zone call looking. That is strikeout number 2 for Luis Gil. So 2 up and 2 down. Mariners struck out 11 times last night. They struck out 11 times the night before and 7 times the night before that. But they lead the series 2-1. Here's center fielder Julio Rodriguez batting in the 6th spot. Pitch on the way, and it's low for ball 1. And Scott Service just hoping that Julio gets comfortable somewhere in the lineup to get going. Here's the next offer on the way. Swing and a foul. Hit hard but foul on the third base side, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Julio over the past few weeks has been hitting the ball hard but on the ground, and they're looking for Julio to lift one. He's got the power to hit it out at any field in any ballpark. The windup in the 1-1 pitch and a swing and a miss and a changeup, and the count is now 1-2. Julio batting .263, but just the 2 home runs and 14 runs batted in. Great crowd on this Thursday afternoon despite the heavy rain early this morning. Gil the windup and the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called with a fastball on the outside corner. Strikeout number 3 for Gil, and it's a 1-2-3 top half.
Seattle Sports. To Mariners baseball on Seattle Sports.
We're broadcasted along the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network. Mariners and the Yankees no score. Bottom half of the second. Designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton leads it off. Here's the pitch by Castillo. Up and away for ball 1. Stanton, Rizzo, Torres. For the Yankees here in the bottom of inning number 2. Next offer swing and a high fly ball deep center field. Julio going back to the 1-inch track near the wall. Looks up and goodbye baseball. Straight away center field out to Monument Park. Giancarlo Stanton with his 12th home run of the season. And it gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of inning number 2. The Yankees with a bunch of home runs in last night's ball game. 4 home runs that led to all 7 of their runs in a 7-3 win over the Mariners. Giancarlo goes right back up the middle and out of the ballpark. So 1-0 New York. Here's Anthony Rizzo. And the pitch on the way to Rizzo is in there for a strike. 0-1. Rizzo has 7 home runs out of the year, batting .257. Next offer on the way by Luis is low. For ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yankees at 34-17 on top in the East with a 3-game lead over Baltimore. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch in on his hands, and the count is now 1-2 on Rizzo. Mariners started off this trip in Baltimore. Lost 2 out of 3. Now they've won 2 out of 3 here in New York. Not an easy trip. The windup and the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the first base line. Fair behind the bag. Ty France underhand flip to Luis. Covering first on the play in time. Beats Rizzo to the bag. 3-1 the put out. And the Yankees have one down here at the bottom of the second. They lead it 1-0. Say, friends, when considering a Volvo, people should come to Sandberg Volvo Cars in Linwood to experience the Sandberg difference. The only Excellence Award winner and family-owned and operated Volvo dealership in the Northwest. Come in as a friend, leave as a member of the family. See great reviews at SandbergVolvoCars.com. Here's second baseman Gleyber Torres. The pitch by Luis is down low for ball 1. So the key for Luis Castillo, try to keep the Yankees in the ballpark. Stanton already with a home run this afternoon. The pitch, swing and a foul out of play on the first base side, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. After the ball game, we hop on a train and head over to Washington. The Mariners take it on the Nationals tomorrow night, Saturday and Sunday. Mariners get back home Monday, Memorial Day, to take on Houston. Here's the pitch, low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike off the glove of Sevi Zavala. So we hope to see you out at T-Mobile Park on Monday night. That's game 1 of a big 4-game series against the Astros. The wind-up and the 2-1 pitch, swung on, line drive, base hit, left center field. Over to cut it off is Raley, gets to it, gets to throw into second base. So Torres gets aboard here at the bottom of the second. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
This is Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Take every game with you on the go by downloading the Seattle Sports app.
710 KIRO AM Seattle and KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma, the home of the Mariners.
For the Yankees, 1 on, 1 away, runner at first, 1 in. Here's the pitch to Cabrera, swinging a ground ball right side, off to his left. Dylan Moore, he's got it second for 1. No relay to first by J.P. Crawford. They get the out at second on Torres. Cabrera can run. He's safe at first base on a 4-6 fielder's choice. Dylan Moore had to go to his left. That really makes it tough to try to turn the double play. So 1 on and 2 outs. 1-0 New York. And here's catcher Jose Trevino batting .283, 5 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Castillo from the stretch, checks the runner, delivers. Swing and a foul back, and the count is 0-1. On deck, Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter. Yankees managed by Aaron Boone. 7th year with New York. He's got service his 9th season in Seattle. Castillo ready. Big right-hander, the wind and the 0-1, swinging a fly ball down the right field line and deep in toward the corner, and this one is a foul ball. Just to the right of the foul pole, 314 feet away, and the count is 0-2 on Trevino, and everything gets pretty exciting when you hit the ball the other way if you're a right-handed hitter here at Yankee Stadium. Hardly a breeze. All the flags holding very, very calm up top to freeze. That's the architecture here at New Yankee Stadium, which was the architecture at Old Yankee Stadium. That fence post looking architecture high above the warning track, high above the upper deck, towering over the warning track. Now the set by Castillo, and the 0-2 on the way to Trevino. It is outside. Zavala holding it there for home plate umpire Alex McKay, calling balls and strikes this afternoon. Lance Barksdale, the umpire at first. DJ Rayburn at second. Nick Lentz, the umpire at third. 1 on, 2 outs, and a run in. Here's the stretch, and the 1-2 pitch to Trevino. Swinging a ground ball up the middle side of the mound. Diving to his left. Crawford can't get to it. A base hit into left center field. Down to second goes Cabrera. Trevino hit it hard. JP trying to get to it, and now the Yankees have 2 on with 2 away for Anthony Volpe. And Aaron, besides hitting the ball out of the ballpark, these guys also have their share of base hits. They're right behind the Astros for the top average in the league.
Well, this is a lineup that has produced all year long, but has produced at a rate that no other team has this month. And a big part of the reason why is what Aaron Judge is doing. But nevertheless, this is really as good as they come right now in baseball.
So here's Volpe. Right behind him is Soto. Right behind him, Judge. But 2 outs. The pitch to Volpe. Swing and a miss. Fastball at the top rail of the zone, and the count is 0-1. Volpe led off the bottom of the first inning with a base hit into shallow left field. And Soto bounced into a 1-6-3 double play. Runners get their leads. Here's the pitch to Volpe. Inside, backs away. Almost grazed him.
Well, they were waiting to see if they want to challenge that. Volpe tugged at his jersey and looked inside the Yankees dugout as if to say, I think they might have gotten me. But no challenge coming from the Yankees.
Nope. Pitcher was running in and barely missed his jersey. Now the stretch by Luis and the 1-1 pitch. Volpe, a swing and a miss. The fastball in the outside corner that was up. And the count is now 1-2. Yankee logo painted in white right behind home plate. Over the green grass. Here's the set. And now the 1-2 on the way to Volpe. High and inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yankees have Cabrera on at second. Trevino on at first base. This is when the Yankees are mighty tough when the bottom part of the order gets to the top part of the order. Runners get their leads. Now the stretch by Luis. Delivers. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, but right there, Dylan Moore. Little flip to JP at second for the force there on Trevino. That's going to retire the side. Well,
One 1-800-FREAKIN or Beacon Plumbing are for you when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
It's the bottom third of the order due up for the Mariners here in the top of the third inning. Luis Gil's gone 6 up and 6 down. 3 strikeouts early on. 1-0 New York. Josh Rojas will lead things off for the Mariners. The Yankees leading on a Giancarlo Stanton home run. Nearly 450 feet out to center field. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball on the outer edge for strike 1. We have seen Gil touch 99 already. In fact, he did that to the first batter of the ball game. He struck out J.P. Crawford looking on a perfectly located 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Rojas calls time after that first pitch. Now digs back in. The right-hander's pitch. Swing, and it's popped up. On the right side of the infield, Gleyber Torres, the veteran second baseman, bouncing off to his right, and he makes the one-handed catch above his left shoulder. The leadoff man retired right away.
The Washington State Department of Revenue wants to remind you about the annual Working Families Tax Credit. See if you qualify at workingfamiliescredit.wab.gov. Well, this much we know about Luis Gil. He's not looking to get soft contact, that is for sure. Here is Ty France, the pitch. He swings and lifts it fouling out of play off the right side. Nothing at one. Gil is a tremendously hard thrower and entering today one of the top strikeout rates in baseball. One out, nobody on. The 0-1. It's outside. Fastball to 98. He is a true swing and miss pitcher. In fact, only 5 starting pitchers in baseball have a better strikeout rate early on this year than Luis Gil. The 1-1. He misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Now, sometimes the guys who strike a lot of hitters out, the ones who just go right after batters and throw a ton of strikes, end up giving up a lot of home runs. The next pitch. Swinging, it's fouled away off the right side. A fastball over the heart of the plate at 97. France laid on it, 2-2. That has not been the case for Gil, however. He's only allowed 3 home runs this year. The pitch. Swing, and it's fouled back. Laid on a 98-mile-an-hour heater just off the plate. I mean, Gil has just evaporated right-handed bats this year. They're batting 147 off of him with just 1 homer. No average, no power, nothing. It's been lights out. He fires home. Swinging a ground ball over to third base. Cabrera is there, the third baseman, practically from behind the mound. Scoops and throws on to first base. And there is out number 2. 8 up and 8 down for Gil. Who gets some weak contact, as it turns out. Couldn't put France away with those 2 strikes. At least not with the punch-out. Yeah, he's getting righties out, lefties out. Overall, everybody hitting just 154 against him.
He's been remarkable. The pitch to Zavala. He takes a 98-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike on the outer edge. I'll tell you one thing that has been consistent in this series, and that is Yankees pitchers have gotten an enormous amount of edge pitches called in their favor. 0-1. Swinging a ground ball left side. It backs up Cabrera by a step. The third baseman has it hit high onto first base for out number 3. 9 up and 9 down for Luis.
You're listening to Mariners
Flex.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Soto, Judge, and Verdugo due up for the Yankees. Bottom of the third, they lead at 1-0. Luis Castillo up on the mound. The right-hander delivers. And this time it's Castillo getting a call just off the plate. Strike 1. It's a backdoor slider to Soto. Soto bounced to a double play in his first at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. He swings and fouls it back. A high fastball, 0-2. Castillo quickly ahead of one of the game's great hitters. Soto has put together one of the best young careers in baseball history. 0-2. At the knees, and a changeup that could have been strike 3 instead is ball 1. For players up through their age 25 season, Soto top 20 all-time in home runs. The 1-2. Misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He has a pretty good chance this year to reach 200 home runs for his career, especially if he keeps this pace up. The 2-2 pitch. This is high and wide, an easy take for Soto. Fastball that got away from Castillo. And it's a full count. Soto, in terms of his on-base abilities, top 25 all-time for players up through their age 25 season. That's what will make him, one of the reasons will make him such an attractive free agent. Obviously his skill set, but his age. He remains still so young. The payoff. He swings and he lifts it foul out of play off the left side. It's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Soto debuted at age 19. And it wasn't just a cup of coffee at the end of the year. He played close to 120 games that season. Another 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, bouncing foul over by first base. It's funny, you go back the last couple of years, Soto has had a similar problem to what we're seeing Julio go through right now, and that is having a hard time at times getting the ball in the air. A lot of ground balls in recent season from Soto. That has not been nearly as much of a problem as a Yankee. 3-2. Swinging a grounder, pulled foul over by first base. In fact, it was Soto a couple of years ago when he was really struggling with this problem in particular. He was invited to participate in the home run derby, and he willingly agreed to be a participant, in part, he said, because he thought it might help him start to get the ball in the air more. Here's the payoff. Swinging, it's fouled back. A fastball on the top rung of the strike zone at 98 miles an hour. Like the at-bat here for Soto. Two home runs last night for the Yankees right fielder. Soto leading off the bottom of the third. Here comes pitch number 10 his way. He swings and misses, chasing a fastball to 97, running away up and out of the strike zone. Luis Castillo strikes out Juan Soto for the first out in the bottom of the third. You can win the ultimate MLB All-Star Week experience in Arlington thanks to Corona Extra. Head to CoronaMarinersSweepstakes.com to enter and to find official rules. Contest ends 6:15. Judge, the batter. Here's the pitch. It's low and in. Check swinging. Does not go. Ball 1. That was the first strikeout for Castillo today. The 1-0 pitch. Inside 2-0. Yankees leading 1-0 on a Stanton homer. This is a Yankees team that obviously has just tremendous power up and down the order, but also a lot of contact abilities. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball, rising out to center field. Julio gauging it onto the track, running out of room, climbing the wall, and it's into the bullpen for a home run. The usual suspects once again for the Yankees early on today. First Stanton, and now Judge. He goes the opposite way with it. It's 2-0 New York.
Soto and Judge, if it isn't the best 1-2 punch in baseball, it's one of the best 1-2 punches in baseball. We saw that, what they could do in last night's game. 4 home runs, Soto with 2, Judge a home run in last night's game, and now another one this afternoon. It is so difficult to navigate the top part of this order for the Yankees with Soto and Judge at 2 and 3.
1 out, a run in, and here is Verdugo. Castillo's pitch. Swinging, it's lifted into the corner in left field. This sends Raley for a look. He's got room. He straddles the chalk. It's in fair ground. And he makes the catch for out number 2. So Verdugo promptly flies to left field. You look at the Yankees this month. Now they've been really the outlier best lineup in the game in a lot of ways. Second and on base, most home runs. Pitch to Stanton. He swings and chops it at the plate. Watch out, Zebby. 0-1. They lead the majors by an extraordinary amount in slugging this month. Stanton giving Zavala a moment there as that ball was found right in his vicinity. 2 outs, a run in, 2-0 New York, bottom of the third. Here's the 0-1. Swinging, it's popped up. On the right side of the infield, Dylan Moore will get underneath it and make the one-handed catch for out number 3. So a couple of solo home runs. Hopefully that won't come back to get the Mariners today. Mariners trailing 2-0. Top of the fourth inning, top of the order, J.P. Crawford. Here comes the pitch from Heel. Crawford swings and slices it foul off the left side for strike 1. So 2 solo home runs today by the Yankees. Stanton and Judge. Luis Heel pitching with the lead, the 0-1. He swings and misses a fastball just above the knees at 96 miles an hour. It's 0-2. Heel has faced the minimum. It's been 9 up and 9 down so far. He stares home into the motion of the pitch. 98-mile-an-hour heater runs inside. Now Heel made his second ever big league start against the Mariners. That was a few years ago. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball. Volpe ranging to his right. Picks himself up, bobbles, and by that point it's too late. J.P. Crawford is aboard. Volpe didn't have all that far to go for it, but when he got up, he lost the grip on the ball. So Crawford aboard at first base for Dylan Moore. Now, certainly the first thing that stood out today when we took a look at the lineup is who was batting second. It's not Julio. Julio's been in that number 2 spot essentially all year. Dylan Moore swinging a hot bat. Here's the pitch. On the corner. That was a 92-mile-an-hour changeup. We've seen a number of those today from Heel, even to the righties. It's been a really good pitch, in fact, to right-handed hitters. A long pause, the pitch. It's low. 1 ball and a 1 strike. Mariners trying to cash in on their first base runner of the day. It's an infield base hit for JP. And Dylan Moore swinging the hottest bat for the Yims right now at the plate. So Julio bumped down to the number 6 spot. The 1-1. Swinging a soft fly ball into shallow left center field. Judge comes over, and Verdugo is right next to him, and Judge makes the catch. Unfortunately, those two did not collide. That would not have worked out well for Verdugo. Needless to say, 1 down. You know, the other part of it, too, obviously Julio has not been the best version of himself yet this year, but the other part is Scott has a couple of guys really swinging it, and one of those is Dylan Moore. who took his spot today. Here's Luke Raley, the pitch. It's outside for ball one. It's no doubt easier to keep a guy in his normal spot in the order, a premium spot in the number 2 hole, when you don't have anybody else, so you feel like you could supplement it with, but that's not the case. 1-0 pitch is way outside, 2-0. Especially when you're going up against a real swing and miss guy like Heel. 1 out, 1 on. Mariners trailing 2-0. That's our Home Street Bank score. Top of the 4th inning. Pitch to Raley. He swings and cracks it deep and foul off the left side. It's 2-1. Now, today's premium matchup is brought to you by Alaska Airlines. They're proud to fly Seattle Mariners fans. Join Mileage Plan and start earning and redeeming miles for travel to over 1,000 destinations worldwide through the One World Alliance. Book now at AlaskaAir.com. 1 out, Crawford at first base. There's a move that way. JP back in with a dive safe. The great Sarah Langs tells us, this is not great news, that the Yankees all-time are 35-4, including the playoffs, when Stanton and Judge both homer, the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup just off the plate, 2-2. When Stanton and Judge both homer in the same game, the Yankees are 35-4 all-time, and it's happened today. So we'll see if the Mariners can hand the Yankees a rare loss when those two guys go deep. The 2-2. Swinging, it's popped out of play, foul. Now, when you look at those 4 games, those rare 4 games when the Yankees have lost when Judge and Stanton have homered, a couple that stand out. One, the Field of Dreams game from a couple of years ago when the Yankees lost to the White Sox in Iowa. That just incredible walk-off win for Chicago. 2-2. Swinging, it's fouled at the plate, still 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was something Tim Anderson hit the walk-off home run into the cornfield. Perfect.
What a spectacle that day was. That was just remarkable.
I'd love to play that game one day. Just get out there and see that field.
And the other was the game where Judge hit 62. A historic home run. 2-2 pitch. It's a check swing. He does not go. It's off of Trevino's glove and gets to the backstop. So a pass ball will put JP in at second. It's a full count now to Raley. That was an interesting occurrence there.
That's that 2-seamer, the fastball that really tells that Todd Frazier was talking about, has so much movement, and Trevino couldn't grab it.
So 1 out and a runner in scoring position, tying run at the plate, top of the 4th, the pitch. Swinging, it's fouled away off the left side. Lengthy at bat here for Raley. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Deal comes set. A long look at second, the 9th pitch. Swing another foul ball. It's up the third base line this time. Well, the Mariners have really worked the pitch count of these Yankee starters, and today Heel was mostly cruising along through the first 3 innings. He'd retired 9 in a row. It was a little bit of a speed bump for him, however. Pitch number 10 to Raley. He swings and misses for strike 3. Puts him away with his slider. And there is out number 2. That was interesting. Here comes a visit out to the mound from the Yankees pitching coach. Oh, maybe trainer. This looks more like a trainer. Well, no, it's an interpreter and the pitching coach.
Yeah, Matt Blake's out there. And a lot. Everything moves from this guy. Change-up, slider, the fastball moves away from the left-handed hitters into the right-handed hitters.
Now 4 strikeouts now for Heel. Our conference is broken up. Mariners have Crawford at second base, an infield base hit. That's how he originally reached. Mitch Garver, the batter. 2 outs and a man aboard. Garver batting cleanup. Mariners trailing. Top of the 4th inning. The pitch. It's inside for ball 1. And we mentioned that Heel debuted against the Mariners. Didn't debut, made his second career big league start against the Mariners in 2021. He's still a rookie. He still has rookie status because of Tommy John and missing a lot of time. The 1-0. Fastball over the plate. 1 ball and a 1 strike. And really, he's still a very young pitcher. This is only his 17th ever big league start. He debuted at the end of 2021 and then made just 1 start the following year before needing Tommy John. And just now returning this year. The 1-1. It's upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. As the Yankees rotation has been phenomenal, especially this month. One of the best in baseball, and especially when you consider it's without Garrett Cole. The next pitch. Swinging, it's pulled foul down the third base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Garver.
Garver almost got one out of the ballpark. Last night's ball game, hit off the wall in the left field. Love to hit it that hard again with a little more lift to it and try to tie this thing up.
Just missed a homer. Crawford at second, the 2-2. Swinging, it's fouled away over by the Yankees' first base dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, the Yankees' rotation this month has been the best in terms of ERA in baseball. The 2-2. Inside. Garver able to work the count full, so back-to-back full counts. Mariners just trying to cash in a little bit here. Tying run is at the plate. 2 outs, Crawford at second. 2-0 New York in the 4th inning. He'll come set, deals. Swinging a fly ball, lofted out to left field. Verdugo is there, doesn't have to move a whole lot, and makes a squeeze with 2 hands for out number 3. Crawford is stranded. We march on to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Park Guest Services for a $10 Mariners concession pass at Arco. And bring your receipt to T-Mobile Park Guest Services for a $10 Mariners concessions gift card. Guests must be purchased between March 28 and October 1st, 2024. Valid at participating locations while supplies last. Full details at mariners.com/Arco.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Mariners trailing 2-0 to the Yankees. That's our Home Street Bank score. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. He swings and misses, chasing a fastball off the plate. And it's strike 1. Castillo into the wind, the 0-1 pitch. And it hits Rizzo on the foot. Hit him with a truly back foot slider. So it's a leadoff hit batter. And for Anthony Rizzo, that is if you're keeping track of these kinds of things, the 219th time in his career he has been hit by a pitch. He continues to climb the all-time leaderboard. Yankees lead it. Rizzo at first. Here's Torres, the offering. outside for ball 1. Rizzo, a little while ago, moved into the top 10. He's now 8th all-time in baseball history in hit by pitches. Guy who really crowds the plate. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, foul over by third base. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Does he have a chance to set the all-time record? I don't know. I don't know if he wants to, is the better question. Rizzo is, well, he'll be 35 this summer. He's got a little ways to go to get to the very top. He leads at first base. The 1-1. Fastball just misses upstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, Don Baylor was way up there on that list.
Don was, yeah. Don.
Ron Hunt.
Don 267, which was only good for 4th most all time. The next pitch. Torres swings, hits a chopper out to Crawford. Double play ball. Little flip to Dylan Moore onto first base. Plenty of time. And they turn 2, 6-4-3. That leadoff hit by pitch is erased. 2 down. Craig Biggio is, in terms of modern day players, if we can be so bold, has the most. He was hit 285 times, but a guy who was in the Hall of Fame and was a pretty successful manager of the Tigers way back when, managed Ty Cobb back in the day. Huey Jennings hit the most. The pitch. 96 at the knees to Cabrera for strike 1. Yeah, hit 287 times.
He crowded the plate.
I would hope so. Or had really bad luck. The 0-1 swinging a ground ball, and it's underneath the glove beyond third base and into left field. Rojas hit the deck, but it got on him too quick. And Cabrera reaches with 2 outs. Singles to left. Yeah, but Rizzo's talked about it very openly over the years. He really crowds the plate, and really it turns that outside pitch to more of a middle pitch and just dares him to go in there. Here is Trevino. First offering to the Yankees catcher is low and outside for ball 1. And Rizzo's carved down a phenomenal career. The next pitch. Swinging a big chop off the plate, foul over by third. If you're wondering, I know I was, where does Ty France rank on the all-time list? He's creeping up on 100 hit by pitchers.
84.
94.
94. He's a couple behind Edgar then, man. On the Mariners list?
He's past Edgar.
That's up there.
The 1-1. Swinging, it's popped up into shallow left field. J.P. Crawford is underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Yeah, France about 120th or so all time.
1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net. Trusted source to solve all your plumbing needs. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
We're broadcasting along the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network. Sun breaking through, cloudy skies on this Thursday afternoon here in the Bronx. As we head to the top half of inning number 5, the Yankees lead by a score of 2-0 on the solo home runs by Giancarlo Stanton in the second and Aaron Judge in the third. Luis Gil on the mound. Man, this kid has been tough. Dom Canzone leads off the fifth. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul back. And it's 0-1. He splits at home and on the road. Great at home and really good on the road. At home, he's 3-0 with a 1.64 ERA in 4 starts. Next pitch, swing and a miss. There's a changeup at 91, and the count is 0-2 on Canzone. On the road, he's 2-1 with a 3.00 ERA. 25 years of age. The windup and the pitch, check swing. Does he go? Yes, he does. Strike 3. Tried to hold up on a fastball that was out of the strike zone. That is strikeout number 5 already for Gil, who struck out 14 Chicago White Sox in his last start back on May the 18th. So 1 away, and that'll bring up center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Julio, strikeout victim. Gil's third back in the second inning. Yankees in their home whites. Mariners dark navy jerseys, gray pants. Pitch on the way to Julio, and it's way outside. Ball 1. I'd sure like to see Julio crank out his third home run of the season. Get the ball in the air. Here's the windup and the 1-0 pitch. Over for a strike, and the count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mariners are really in a tough stretch. Well into it. Stretch of 52 games in just 55 days. The windup and the 1-1 pitch, swinging a fly ball into left field. Back it up slightly toward the corners. Verdugo looking up, he's there, and he makes the catch. Julio got it a little off the end of the bat. So 2 up and 2 down. The Mariners with only 1 hit so far off a heel. That was the leadoff infield base hit by J.P. Crawford. Volpe got to the ball as he tried to pop up, could not make the transfer. So 2 up, 2 down. Here's third baseman Josh Rojas. Say, friends, let's hear it for our hardworking teachers out there. Help us honor 24 of them with a $500 classroom grant. Here's a check swing, ground ball to the right side. Rizzo to his right at first. He's got an underhand flip to heel, covering first on the play, and that is going to retire.
To the West's best contractors. Star Rentals, the preferred supplier to the West's best contractors.
Whether you're planning a special birthday party for 14 friends and family or a company outing for up to 400 coworkers, Mariners Suites are the perfect spot for your next get-together. Enjoy catering, VIP parking, private entry, and more. Reserve today at mariners.com/suites.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 5th inning.
this guy is Jordan Alvarez.
Bank score, Yankees 2 and the Mariners nothing. Anthony Volpe leads it off. Luis Castillo fires away. Fastball swinging a foul off the shin guard of Sebi Zavala doing the catching today. 0-1 the count. All right, let's hear it again for our hardworking teachers out there. Help us honor 24 of them with a $500 classroom grant through the WSECU Teacher of the Week program. We'll tell you more. The windup and the 0-1 of Volpe. Check swing. It's outside. Does he go? Yes, he does. He appealed to the first base umpire, Mr. Barksdale. And it's 0-2. Submit your nominations before May 31st at mynorthwest.com/teacher. The 0-2 on the way, and it's high and outside for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mariners get back home on Monday, Memorial Day, May 27th, to take on the Houston Astros. We'd love to see you there. Big series with Houston. Game 1 of 4. Next pitch. Up high with the fastball. Check swing. Did he go? This time he did not. And it's ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Monday night, May 27th at T-Mobile Park, Mariners in Houston. The wind and the 2-2. 0-1 outside. Ball 3. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Volpe, Soto, and Judge for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 5th. The windup by Castillo, the 3-2 pitch, swung on, ground ball to short. JP gathers it in, the throw to first, and it's in time to get Volpe for the out, and there's one away for the Yankees. And anytime you can take care of Volpe in front of Juan Soto, that's a good thing. Here's Soto. Soto's had a rough afternoon so far. He's bounced into a 1-6-3 double play. The bottom of the first, nicely started by Castillo. Then he had a long at bat, and Luis struck him out. And a 10-pitch at bat his last time up in the 3rd. Here's the wind of the pitch. Over for a strike, 0-1. Castillo, right after the trade a couple of years ago at the end of July of 2022, his first start was right here in New York. Pitched well against the Yankees. Next offer, low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And then when 8 scoreless innings his next time out against the Yankees in Seattle. Castillo peeks around that glove to get the sign from Zavala. Luis with the windup. Here's the 1-1 on the way to Soto. It's high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. It's down on the field before the ball game last night. Soto came by and visited with some friends, and he was surrounded right away by a lot of kids on the warning track. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike, and the count evens on Soto. Fastball at 98, 2-2 the count. Had a chance to take pictures with the kids, sign autographs, and obviously they love him here in the Bronx. Now the question is, can they keep him here? The 2-2 pitch is outside for ball 3. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Judge had the big contract a couple of off seasons ago after the huge year in 2022 in which he had .311 with 62 home runs. Now the windup and the 3-2 pitch, low and inside for ball 4. Soto draws a walk, and he's on at first base. That's the second walk given up by Luis Castillo. 1 on and 1 away for Aaron Judge. Soto came up as a kid with the Washington Nationals, and he helped the Nationals back in 2019 won a World Series against the Houston Astros in 7 games. I'm telling you, he just burst onto the scene. Then the trade to San Diego, now a Yankee, and who knows where he's going to be next year. Here's Judge, the pitch, swing, and a miss at a fastball at 98. 0-1 the count on Judge. Castillo does a little housework, fills in the hole on the front slope of the mound, where obviously Heel was landing. 2 different spots there. Here's the next offer on the way to Judge. It's inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitchers like to level off that landing spot. They don't want to land awkwardly in the other pitcher's landing spot on that front slope of the mound. Next offer, low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Some new faces on this Yankee ball club, and now time is called. Zavala out to the mound. Have a talk with Luis. Soto coming over from the Padres. Alex Verdugo with the Boston Red Sox. Trent Grisham is new. John Birdie, Marcus Stroman, who started the opening game of the series a few nights ago and pitched very well. Stroman went 7 1/3, gave up 1 run, 1 walk, and he struck out 6. The starters for the Yankees have a 1.01 ERA in the series. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's going to be down and away for ball 3. 3-1 the count on Judge. Luis just walked Soto, 1 on, 1 away, 2-0 Yankees, bottom of the 5th. Soto a short lead at first, held on by Ty. Here's the pitch on the way, and that is going to be just a little bit low. Didn't miss by much. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks to Soto and Judge. The Yankees have runners at first and second with 1 out. And here comes Alex Verdugo. Verdugo likes to swing in the first pitch, so let's see where Castillo puts this to try to get a ground ball double play. He's had 2 double plays behind him. The one he started back in the first on a ball hit by Soto. Labor Torres bounced into a 6-4-3 double play in the bottom of the 4th. So pretty good chance Verdugo's going to go after that first pitch. And Luis looking to locate it very well to get that ground ball. Here's the stretch and the pitch to Verdugo. How about this? He's taking. It's low and inside for ball 1. On deck is Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yankees have a lot of thump in this lineup. Hit the ball a long way. They hit it hard. Here's the set. And the 1-0 pitch to Verdugo. Up and in. Gets out of the way from ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And a little bit of a delay as Zavala gets a new baseball for Luis. Fires it back to Castillo. Luis last year 14-9 with a 3.34 ERA, 33 starts, an all-star last year, along with George Kirby and Julio Rodriguez. Next offer on the way, swinging a ground ball up the middle. Crawford to his left, underhand toss over to Dillon at second, and he drops the ball, trying to get a force there. And everybody's safe, and the Yankees have the bases loaded. JP on the other side of the bag, a sliding reach to his left, shovel toss out of his glove. Dillon going the other way, trying to cover second on the play, and could not find the handle. So Judge safe at second, Soto the third, and Verdugo is safe at first base. The bases are loaded with 1 out. JP almost made one heck of a play, and now time is called. Pitching coach Pete Woodworth out to the mound. They have a talk with Castillo and Seby Zavala for Giancarlo Stanton, who hit one 450 feet to straightaway center field for his 12th home run of the year, leading off the bottom of the 2nd.
That was a great play by JP, and Dylan Moore tried to make that catch barehanded. It was a little bit behind Dylan, so his bare hand was the closer hand. Maybe he thought that it would be too difficult in real time to reach kind of back across his waist and try to field that while running away from the ball, but that's what cost him.
So now a Yankee at every base with 1 out. Woodworth back to the Mariner dugout. Here's Stanton, the stretch and the pitch. It's inside, low and inside for ball 1. Sides home run. Stanton has popped up to tie France. And now Luis needs another ground ball double play. Here's the pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. Pitch on the outside corner. The count is even on Stanton at 1 ball and 1 strike. Good location, good pitch to try to get that double play ball. Something down and away. Luis ready from the belt, and the right-hander's 1-1 pitch. Stanton backs away, inside pitch, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Luis looks in, has a sign from Zavala. Here's the stretch, and the 2-1 on the way to Stanton. And that's going to be low and inside for ball 3. So now Castillo has to come in with a strike. No room for Stanton. Soto on at third. Judge the runner at second. Verdugo is on at first base. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike, and the count is full at 3-2. Infield back up the middle. JP at short. Dylan Moore toward the bag at second. Runners get their leads, and the 3-2 pitch to Stanton, and here she comes, swinging a ground ball, foul on the third base side. Count is still full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Giancarlo, 24 home runs last year. Played in just over 100 ball games. Already with number 12 this afternoon. Judge a home run in the third. 2-0 New York. Here we go, the set. And again, the 3-2 on the way to Stanton. And here she comes. Swing and a miss and a pitch down and away and out of the strike zone. Steve Reich 3. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Luis Castillo. And Stanton chased the pitch way out of the strike zone. Wasn't even close. That would have been ball 4, a bases-loaded walk, and the Yankees would have had another run. But now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And here's Anthony Rizzo. The stretch. And the pitch to Rizzo. Strike called 0-1.
Now that was just using Stanton's aggression against him. Stanton was in swing mode for sure, trying to think he was getting a fastball, and it wasn't even close to the strike zone.
Good foot and a half away, down and away, the set. And the 0-1 to Rizzo, swinging a line drive down the right field line. It's going to be a foul ball. There's hardly any foul territory down the right field line, but it was foul. Rattles around in the corner, and the count is 0-2 on Rizzo. The seats that go down the right field line, angled toward the line, and then parallels the line toward the foul pole. And everybody heads on back. Soto to third, Judge the second, Verdugo on at first with 2 outs. Luis Castillo trying to keep it a 2-0 Yankee lead. Here we go, the stretch. And the 0-2 pitch on the way to Rizzo. Check swing, it's down and in. In the dirt, gets stopped by Zavala, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rizzo hit 5 pitches last time up. He's also grounded out to Ty France at first base, with Luis covering back in the second. Runners their leads, and now time is called. Rizzo backing away from home plate. Anthony back up there. Couple of walks. Infield base hit. Here's the set by Castillo, and the right-handers 1-2 to Rizzo. Swing and a miss and a fastball for strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. A couple of strikeouts here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Yankees leave the bases loaded. We head to the top half of the 6th. Home Street.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
For every $1,000 you finance. Average monthly payment is $28.16 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment, 15.0%. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/3/24.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Ty France leads off the top of the 6th, 2-0 New York. Here comes the pitch. He takes a pitch on the corner, ruled ball 1. So the Mariners are trailing 2-0. That's our Home Street Bank score. Luis Castillo able to strand him loaded. The 1-0, I beg your pardon, is a strike. That's just on the outer edge of the strike zone. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to
to Ty France. Heel has been very tough, which is not a surprise. He deals. Swinging, it's fouled away off the right side. 1-2. The Mariners have been retired in order in 4 of the first 5 innings, and Heel has faced just 1 over the minimum so far, allowing just a single hit. The 1-2. Fastball at 97 misses up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 8, 9, and 1 for the Mariners here in the 6th inning. Heel is nearing 70 pitches. It's been very efficient. Heel into the motion, now fires. Misses low and off the plate. It's a full count to Ty France leading off the 6th inning. 2-0 Yankees. Heel stares home, working with Trevino. He deals. Missing well outside for ball 4. The Mariners have a rare base runner today, just their second on the afternoon. Ty France draws a leadoff walk. That brings up Seby Zavala. Now, Luis Castillo has really had to grind in this one today. He's given up just the 2 solo home runs. Well, the Yankees have made him work, that is for sure. He's thrown 91 pitches on the day. Here is Zavala, the pitch. Up and in for ball 1. Scott has his bullpen up. It looks like Trent Thornton out there. This could be a rare day where Castillo does not work into the 6th inning. The 1-0. A check swing. They appeal down to first base, and they say that he goes around. So Zavala looks at a 1-1 count now. 5 strikeouts for Heel on the afternoon. One of the great strikeout starting pitchers in baseball early this season. The next pitch. Zips across with a fastball for a strike. He takes it to make it 1-2. J.P. Crawford's on deck. He has just the 1 hit so far today. That was an infield base hit. 2-0 New York. The next offering. Swinging, it's popped up back behind home. And it's still 1-2. You know, this is one of those kind of classic games where it feels like the Mariners are trailing by double what they actually are. The tying run is at the plate. It's only a 2-0 lead, but the Mariners have just got a nothing going offensively today. The next pitch. Outside. You add to that a couple of really impressive home runs by the Yankees in Stanton and Judge, and the fact the Yankees have, quite frankly, had a lot of traffic on the base paths. And they've had multiple runners in every inning but 1, and yet Castillo was able to hold them to just the 2 runs to keep it close. The 2-2. Swinging a grounder, foul over by third base. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cal Raleigh getting the day off. Seby Zavala making the start behind home, batting 9th. The next pitch. He swings and pops it out of play off the right side. And a lengthy at-bat here for Seby. Still 2-2. At worst, the Mariners will get a series split here in New York. They won the first 2 games. At best, they'll walk away with a series win if they can come from behind in this one. A move to first base, and France dives back in safe. Both these teams leading their respective divisions, and both by 3 games. Mariners a 3-game advantage over the Rangers, who are playing some day baseball right now in Philly. Another 2-2. Fastball upstairs out of the strike zone. They appealed on a check swing. Zavala did not go around. So it's back-to-back full counts for Luis Heel in this inning. France at first base. Mariners trail 2-0 beginning the top of the 6th inning. Heel comes set. Pitch number 9. Swinging, it's pop foul out of play off the first base side into the crowd. So if nothing else, Zavala making a little bit of a shorter day for Heel. Crawford on deck, then Dylan Moore. Mariners trying to get some traffic going here in the 6th inning. The pitch. He swings and pulls it foul over by third base. He'll try to run a fastball in on him. That was pitch number 10. Mariners have a man at first. Zavala at the plate. Pitch number 11. He swings and misses for strike 3. One down. We'll pause for station ID. This is the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
This is Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Take every game with you on the go by downloading the Seattle Sports app.
710 KIRO AM Seattle and KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma, the home of the Mariners.
France at first, one out. The pitch to Crawford. He swings and fouls it back. A fastball up in the zone for strike 1. JP has the only hit so far today for the Mariners. An infield base hit back in the 4th. Heel sat down the first 9 batters of the ball game today. He's at 82 pitches now. Yankees bullpen is quiet. The next offering. Swinging, he fouls it back again. Almost the same spot. Fastball up. And it's quickly 0-2 on JP. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the 6th. Mariners trailing. The next offering. Swinging, it's fouled back again. I think there's a pretty clear game plan for Heel against JP. That's 3 straight fastballs up. That one at 98 miles an hour. You know, that four-seam fastball for Heel has been so good, especially to lefties. They're hitting 143 on it, and he uses it a lot. Another 0-2. It's over the plate that time for strike 3 taken. It was 4 straight heaters. That time JP locked up on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. That's the 7th strikeout for Heel. Out number 2, it brings up Dylan Moore. Now, Trent Thornton warmed up and ready to go. It sure seems like we'll be seeing him at the bottom of the 6th inning. 85 pitches for Heel now. Dylan Moore, the batter. The pitch. It's inside for ball 1. It is the bottom third of the order due up for the Yankees. And Mariners wanted to see if maybe that hit Dylan. It did not. There's no challenge coming. Castillo's at 91 pitches. The set, the pitch. This is outside. 2-0. You know, that pitch count for Castillo is just kind of right beyond the point where I think you could assume that maybe Scott would bring Castillo back out in the bottom of the 6th. The next pitch, way outside, not close. It's 3-0 on Dylan. He represents the tying run. Nobody's been swinging a hotter bat than Dylan. He's had a monster road trip. But Castillo getting high fives and handshakes inside that dugout. He is definitely done for the day at this point. The 3-0 toss. Off the plate. Oh, no. Wow. Dylan was taking his elbow guard off, and for a good reason. That's just a bad call. 3-1 now.
What a break for Heel right there. That wasn't even close.
Tying run at the plate, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. The 3-1. On the corner for a strike. That was a perfect pitch that time. Luke Raley on deck. Dylan Moore at the plate. Mariners, this has been their best chance today, really. Well, at least one of them. One of only a few chances. Here's the payoff. It's low in the dirt for ball 4. The Mariners have a couple of men on base. The Yankees bullpen's beginning to move around. So Dylan is at first. Ty France pushes into second. And now you got a chance with Luke Raley coming up here. The Yankees will take a mound visit. Want to talk things over? So as they talk things over, Gary, what's going on our Northwest Chevy Silverado scoreboard?
Well, the Pirates are ahead of the Giants in the top of the 6th. It's 5-1. Paul Skeens on the mound for Pittsburgh today. He's gone 5 innings, 1 run allowed, 3 strikeouts. Although the big blow, Joey Bartz has hit a grand slam for Pittsburgh. Giants let him go a few weeks ago, and so he's made him pay today. So 5-1 Pittsburgh.
Was Bart the second pick in the draft,
Yeah.
I want to say?
Yeah. And he was the catcher of the future after Buster Posey.
That's right. Never worked out.
That's working out for the Pirates pretty well.
I guess it is. Well, I'm pretty surprised that you said, what, you say 3 strikeouts for
that's the thing. 3 strikeouts. So he has flashed 100, although we haven't seen the 101, 102, 103 in the start. But he's been fine.
2 outs and 2 on, meaning on the mound is over with now. So the Mariners bring the go-ahead run to the plate here in the 6th inning. Bullpen warming for the Yankees. First pitch to Luke Raley on the way. Swinging, it's fouled away off the left side for strike 1. If the Mariners find a way to tie or take the lead here in the 6th inning, this would be so to script this year from what we have seen from the Mariners. And they've got nothing going offensively for 5 innings, but are in position here in the 6th. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Pushes a fastball past him at 97 miles an hour. Raley behind quickly, 0-2. He is the go-ahead run at the plate. Heel fires home. It's off the plate, and Trevino was taking a step towards the Yankees dugout, thinking that was strike 3. It was a fastball off the plate and a good no call by our home plate umpire.
All the infielders heading off the field too, but it was a good call by the umpire outside.
France at second. Dylan Moore runs well at first base. He is the tying run. He'll look at second. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He blows a 98-mile-an-hour fastball past him, and the Mariners strand the tying run at first. We go to the bottom of the...
You're happy forging your own path, Aquarius, but lately you want some guidance on how to improve your game. Your family knows you the best, so reaching out to a baseball-loving relative could give you some creative ideas on pitching techniques. Their support will help you confidently get back on the field and win some games.
Ryan McMahon back at the plate. This ball driven high and deep right center field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. 1-0 Rockies. Ryan McMahon goes deep for the 22nd time.
Seattle Sports. Mariners baseball on Seattle Sports.
Well, as expected, Luis Castillo is done for the day. He goes 5 innings. It's the bottom third of the order for the Yankees due up here. Home half of the 6th inning. Trent Thornton is up on the mound. Now we got a ball loose in center field. And Julio picks it up and throws it all the way onto the roof of the porch above the wall in center field. Maybe that'll come back down for a fan. Trent Thornton is on to pitch. His first offering is called a strike on the upper outside corner to Gleyber Torres. 0-1. So today snapped 7 consecutive starts from Luis Castillo, going at least 6 innings. The 0-1. Low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Castillo's just been phenomenal during this recent stretch of time. Even today, he went an inning shorter than we're used to seeing, but allowed just 2 runs. The 1-1. Swing and a kind of a check swing. He went all the way around on a jam job, and Thornton picks it up and applies the tag to Torres. It's what a beautiful thing to have on the bingo card. A one unassisted out. Now, Thornton pitching. This helping hand by the Mariners bullpen is brought to you by Seattle's Union Gospel Mission, where they're helping men, women, and children break the cycle of homelessness and start new lives. Oswaldo Cabrera, the hitter. Third baseman batting 8th. 1 for 2 today. The pitch. This is upstairs, ball 1. Now, Castillo has not given up more than 2 earned runs, I should say. Now in 8 straight starts. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball. Fair. It hit something. It took a really funky misdirection and kind of knuckled on its way to Ty France. That had an easy out number 2 written all over it, but it hit a rock or a pebble or something and whoop, rerouted on France. And with that, it's a base hit for Cabrera.
Yeah, you see Ty come up to where that ball hit something. He leveled it off with his feet, but it took a funky bounce. He went to his left and the ball kicked to his right. Tough play right there.
So instead of 2 outs, it's 1 out and 1 on. Here's Trevino, the catcher, the pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone for strike 1. Now, you'd love to get a double play here. You got the top of the order due up next. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Yankees. The next pitch. Taken for a strike. We're broadcasting from the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Final game of the series. Trevino's been a good hitter this year, batting close to 290. The next offering. Swing and a miss, waving at a sweeper way off the plate for strike 3. 2 down, back to the top. Here is Volpe.
Outstanding pitch right there. Not only location, but the speed, because he had Trevino way out front.
So 2 down, a man at first base. Here's Anthony Volpe, leadoff hitting shortstop for New York. First pitch his way is off the plate for ball 1. Volpe now a 16-game hitting streak. That's the 4th longest in all of baseball so far this year. The next pitch. A check swing, strike. Ketel Marte has the longest hit streak in the majors at 21 games. Two outs, a man aboard, the 1-1. There goes Cabrera, swing and a miss. Here's the throw to second. Tag applied by Dylan Moore. He's safe. Now the Mariners will take a look at this, and they want a challenge right away. That was quick.
And this is a nice throw by Zavala, the catch of the tag. Andy Bissell is the guy that takes a look at it. Usually have something when Andy says challenge.
Well, this instant replay review is powered by Miller Lite. Fans, use this break to grab an ice-cold Miller Lite and find your Miller time at MillerLite.com. Cabrera did not come off the bag, so that I think you can take that out of the equation. This is simply a matter of did the tag beat Cabrera to the base.
Yeah, the catch and tag by Dylan, dropped his left knee and then got to the ball and tried to reach for the front side of the bag, but Cabrera's arm was beyond his hand was beyond the tag, but it looked like he got him on the elbow.
Well, the Mariners are walking off the field, if that gives you any indication. It'd be a real walk of shame if this thing stood, but I think he got him.
Yeah.
So that will end the inning when this is announced.
Guy's walking off. JP's walking off.
Yeah, right now it's Thornton and Dylan Moore. They're the only 2 guys still between the lines.
And Dylan should be the guy that's really convinced. He's the one that applied the tag.
Well, this was challenged instantly. You know, sometimes we really wait and see Scott waiting and waiting and waiting, but Bissell was all over this one to challenge. I'm surprised it's taken so long, actually. Right now it's 2-0 Mariners. Pardon me, 2-0 Yankees. Here we go. He is out. That is overturned. So the Mariners win that challenge. It is a caught stealing, and Thornton faces the minimum. Look at the score right this time. After 6, it's the Yankees 2.
There's a ball driven in deep left field. Up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field. Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Fernando Tatis Jr. in this photo of Padres fans?
SeattleSports.com. Fire and by SeattleSports.com. Now, back to the ballpark.
Well, we've reached the 7th inning as the sun has come out a little bit more here in the Bronx. 4th and final game of the series. Aaron Boone's got a lefty warming up in his bullpen. Victor Gonzalez. Have to imagine this will be the last batter faced for Luis Gil. He'll face the right-handed bat of Mitch Garver. Lefty Canzone is on deck. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball out towards left center field. Judge is onto the warning track. He is near the wall, and he makes the catch with just enough space. It's allowed out number 1. There comes Boone. So we've got a pitching change. Leadoff man sat down right away, and a strong start from Luis Gil. He goes 6 1/3. We'll step aside with the score in the top of the 7th. The Yankees lead at 2-0.
Amanda here from Care Partners Senior Living. We're growing! I'm so excited to share that we have new communities in Bremerton, Sequim, and opening later this year, our beautiful brand new community, Vineyard Park of North Creek and Bothell, which is now taking reservations. We have 26 communities with compassionate care.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
Yankee fans.
That one is drill. A Judgian blast.
That is absolutely crushed.
Judge is doing it again. Santa Maria.
Housing lender. Home opening deposit. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Well, the Yankees with a new pitcher, left-hander Victor Gonzalez takes over in relief. Yankees lead 2-0, 1 out, top of the 7th inning here in the Bronx. Gonzalez 2-1 with a 2.45 ERA, 17 appearances, has 2 saves and 2 opportunities, 14 2/3 innings, walking 8 and striking out 5. What a day for Luis Gil. The starter went 6 in the third, gave up 1 hit. That's it. No runs. He walked 2 and he struck out 8.
He tipped his cap walking off the field. Mitch Haniger pinch hitting for Dom Canzone. Here's the pitch. He takes what's called a strike. My goodness. Off the plate, fastball to 95, and it's 0-1. So Scott going to his bench, calls on the right-handed bat of Mitch Haniger to face the lefty Gonzalez. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup that time. It's 0-2. Well, Gil really dominated. Just 1 hit for the Mariners so far, and it stayed on the infield. Mariners are very much in this game, but haven't gotten anything going. 2-0 New York. The lefty's 0-2. Misses low. A check swing from Haniger. He does not go. They appeal down to first base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Haniger at the plate. Julio on deck. The next pitch. Races inside and misses. 2-0. 2-2, I beg your pardon. So hopefully the Mariners can get something going off the Yankees bullpen. That has been the little bit of the MO recently for the Mariners. They have not gotten anything going off starters in this series. 2-2. Swinging at spouse foul back behind home. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mariners got just 1 run over 7 1/3 against Marcus Stroman in Game 1. They're able to chase Schmidt out of the game in Game 2, but they just got him 2 runs off of him over 5 innings. The next pitch to Haniger. Swinging, it's fouled away, back behind home. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Nestor Cortez yesterday, the Mariners chased him after 5, but he went 5 scoreless. The next pitch to Haniger. This is down and in. It's a full count. Tying run on deck for the Mariners. That's Julio. 1 out, nobody on top of the 7th. 2-0 Yankees. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball over to Volpe. Stays flat. The shortstop has it. Slings a toss on to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. It brings up Julio. Well, the Mariners are off to D.C. after this, and then we'll come back home. On Memorial Day Monday, a 4-game series begins. The Astros will be in town at T-Mobile Park. We certainly hope to see you there. Mariners.com to pick up your tickets. Base is empty, 2 down. First pitch to Julio. Swinging a ground ball left side of the infield. Cabrera has it. The third baseman throws on to first to retire the side. 5-3 put out. We'll stretch. Making our way to the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-0 Yankees on the Global.
There's a ball driven in deep left field. Up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field. Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
Drives one deep left field, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with his second home run of the day. Pete Alonso keeps on raking. Just very strong.
And there he is.
$10 to select games all season long. Games, you can snag seats for as little as $10 to select games all season long. To get your tickets and check out the complete Mariners value game schedule, go to mariners.com/valuegames.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
The seventh inning stretch is brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Centers, doing the right thing since 1952. Mariners and the Yankees winding down the series today. Mariners taking the first two games, the Yankees winning yesterday. And the Mariners trailing right now by a score of 2-0. Gary, there is some other day baseball action going on around the big leagues.
Yes, there is.
What's happening on our Northwest Chevy Silverado scoreboard?
Well, the Texas Rangers are in Philadelphia trying to avoid the sweep at the hand of the Phillies, facing Zach Wheeler, so not exactly where you want to be, but they are leading. Rangers 1-0 in the third inning. The Rangers have actually lost 4 series in a row. There's nothing they can do about this one. They've already lost, trying to salvage the finale against the Phillies.
Fighting Phils.
Yes.
Adolis Garcia homer.
That's right.
Yeah, I would say this would not be a great time to go play in Philadelphia.
No, they are playing great. The problem with playing the Phillies right now is their offense is a wrecking ball and their pitching is completely dominant.
Not a whole lot of wiggle room there.
No, there's not. There's not a lot of options when you're playing, especially there.
I'll tell you what else about playing in Philly. We don't go there this year. We were there last year early on. I would say that is clearly one of the most hostile ballparks in baseball.
It looks like a big party. It seems like every time I turn on the Phillies this year, a ball is flying into the seats and the place is just going wild. In fact, Texas just got out of a bases-loaded situation against Schwarber. It hasn't been clean sailing for Heaney so far. He's allowed 4 hits in 2 innings. There's been a ton of traffic. It feels like you can only get away with that for so long against Philadelphia.
Well, the Rangers not playing their best. The Mariners are in first place, and they continue to lead Texas by 3 games entering today. Mariners trailing here by a score of 2-0. That's our Home Street Bank score. We've reached the bottom of the 7th inning, and Trent Thornton back out there. It's the top of the order for the Yankees. It begins with Anthony Volpe. Scott has Gabe Spire warming up in his bullpen. Volpe was stranded at the plate when Cabrera was caught stealing 2 in the 6th. First pitch to Volpe is outside for ball 1. Of course, if you bring Spire in to face Juan Soto, then Spire will have to face Aaron Judge. It's almost like the Yankees did that on purpose. The 1-0. It's a strike. Volpe extended his hitting streak to 16 games earlier today. Leadoff hitting shortstop, second year in the big leagues, former top prospect for New York. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Whiffs on a slider over the plate. It's 1-2. Yankees 2 runs on 7 hits today. The next pitch. Swinging its line into left field. Raley has to cut it off in the gap, and he does. Volpe makes a turn. He's heading to second. Here's the throw, and he's safe. A headlong slide. Volpe right away in scoring position. Raley got to it fairly quickly, but Volpe runs too well and was able to leg it out for 2.
Luke had a little bobble out there in left center field, and on the turnaround first base, Volpe saw that, turned on the Jets. That's going to be a base hit and probably an error on Luke Raley.
So now Volpe's in scoring position for Soto. Scott's going to get Spire. Left on left is coming up. The Yankees are in front. Will step aside. Bottom of the 7th, 2-0 New York.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding.
Goldschmidt coming up, down 1 run. Driven toward right center. Carroll on the run. He's going to turn. At long last, the drought is over for Goldie. A game-tying home run.
And the big fly for Goldie ties the game here in the 7th inning. The crowd loves it here at Busch Stadium, and you know Goldie loves it even more. He hit that ball right on the barrel, 110 miles an hour off the bat of Goldie.
milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run port. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Rex Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
BeaconPlumbing.net. Most 1-800-FREAKIN or BeaconPlumbing.net.
Well, the new pitch for the Mariners will be left-hander Gabe Spire. Spire on the year 0-1 with a 4.5 ERA, makes his 19th appearance of the season, 14 innings of work, giving up 9 hits, 10 walks, and 20 strikeouts along the way. He's going to face the left-handed bat of Juan Soto. And Soto's hitting over 300 against the left-handed pitcher as well. He's just having a tremendous year against lefties and righties. So the Yankees have a runner on at second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th and leads by a score of 2-0.
Now Spire trying to keep this one close. Nobody out, a man at second base. And Spire facing Soto. Here comes his first pitch. Soto takes a fastball that was clearly in the box. And it's ruled ball 1. And now the home plate umpire is hearing it from Scott Service. Yeah, it's been 4 days of this now. It really hasn't mattered who's behind home plate. Here's the pitch. Volpe takes off for third. The throw is not in time, and Volpe swipes third base. Pitch was a strike. It's 1-1. So it will not take a hit now for the Yankees to grab a run. The infield has to be drawn in. That's not where we want to be exactly with Soto at the plate. They're in all the way around. Volpe at third. Nobody out. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball, hopping foul over by first base. And Spire ahead 1-2. Now 3 straight fastballs to Juan Soto. The next pitch. And this is outside. Trying to get him on a backdoor slider that time. 2-2. Of course, Aaron Judge is on deck. 2-0 New York. Volpe the runner at third base. Infield remains drawn in all the way around. Spire comes set at the belt. And now steps off. We're broadcasting from the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Mariners will have the bottom third of the order when we get to the top of the 8th inning, but the Yankees have a runner at third with nobody out here in the home 7th. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging, it's fouled away off the left side. It's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. The only 2 runs in this game coming early. It was Judge and Stanton both with solo home runs. Luis Castillo going 5 innings today. That was it. But just the 2 runs allowed. Mariners have been blank so far. The pitch. Chop hack foul. It was really a funky looking swing that time from Soto. You don't say that very often. He fouls it off Zavala and checks in with the Mariners catcher to make sure he's all right.
And that was a really late swing by Soto right at the last second. Just angled the pitch off the bat right off of Zavala.
Nobody out, a man at third. Another 2-2. It's taken in the dirt. Full count. Three balls and 2 strikes to Juan Soto. And now he puts up his left hand and calls time. Soto digs back in. 0 for 2 with a walk today. The payoff pitch.
Swinging a ground ball, and it splits the tightest of windows between France and Moore on the right side. How in the world did he get that through the right side for a base hit and an RBI? Volpe scores from third. It's an RBI knock for Juan Soto. It's 3-0 New York. The only reason I think that got through is because those two guys didn't want to run into each other. They were that close to one another. Kind of a big bouncer. That was clearly Dylan Moore's ball. He dove to his left and couldn't get to it. Here is Judge, the pitch. It's a fastball for a strike, middle in, 0-1. RBI single for Soto, 3-0 Yankees. The next pitch. Judge swings and lifts it foul off the right side. It's 0-2. Now, Judge has been on base 3 times today. He's walked twice and hit an opposite field home run. You know, when we talk about barrels these days, it's a measurement of really the perfect form of contact for a hitter. That's really the best you can do is a barrel. As now Spire almost stepped off. I don't know if he did, though. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first base, that's Soto, nobody out. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a grounder, foul over by third base. For a little context, Julio this year has 10 barrels on the year. It's the optimum result of both how hard you hit the ball and at what angle you hit it. As we know, you can hit the ball incredibly hard, but if it's on the ground, there is still a much better chance that will be turned into an out as opposed to if you get it in the air. High target set, the pitch. Swinging, it's roped out to left field. Raley giving ground. It's over his glove, and it short hops the wall. Soto chugs into third base, and he gets held there. Raley gets to the ball quickly. It's a stand-up double for Judge. He's aboard for the 4th time. Now he is locked in more than anybody right now.
Really didn't have much of a chance. That ball was hit so hard over his head, trying to get back, but it just had another gear to it. All the way to the wall in left field, got there in a hurry.
So second and third, 3-0 New York. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. And now Spire gets to face another lefty in Verdugo. The pitch is low and outside for ball 1. All right, well, that's another example. That was another barrel for Judge. So here's the point of the story. Julio has, I believe the number was 10 when we looked earlier today, 10 barrels for the season. Infield in the 1-0. It's on the lower outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Aaron Judge now has 26 barrels this month. StatCast has been around since the 2015 season. No hitter has ever had that many barrels in a single month. Ever. The 1-1. Swinging a fly ball out to Julio, straightaway center field. Soto is at third. This is plenty deep. He will tag. Soto's on his way home. Throw goes into third. It's a sac fly by Verdugo. And the second run this inning from New York. 1 out, a run, and it's 4-0 Yankees.
What does he have for the gear? I know April got a little bit slow.
Yeah, April was not a good month for Aaron Judge. He's made up for it. Scott's going to his bullpen. Giancarlo Stanton is coming up here.
Anticipation to see what...
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet. Smashed to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
And this one is gone.
He's homered on consecutive nights.
Boy, has he changed his program or what? He went into the offseason, said, I'm going to cut my strikeouts down. I'm going to change my sights. I'm going to make sure that I don't try to pull everything. And, boy, his power has really come to the surface.
Chapman swings and he drills it. And gone!
Boy, what a start.
All-Star Saver with a 5.0% APY. Become an All-Star Saver with a 5.0% APY 4 or 7-month featured CD. Go to homestreet.com/CD hit to check out all the rates and open your CD account today. Terms and conditions apply. $500 minimum opening deposit. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Yankees now lead by a score of 4-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. They have Judge on at second with 1 out, and big Mike Baumann, he's a big kid, just acquired from the Baltimore Orioles, will make his Mariners debut here at Yankee Stadium. Baumann just joined in the ball club. He was with the Orioles just a few days ago. We saw him a few days ago in Baltimore. 1-0 on the year with Baltimore with a 3.44 ERA and 17 appearances. Had a good year last year, was 10-1 out of the Orioles pen with a 3.76 ERA. Here's big Mike Baumann.
Facing Giancarlo Stanton. Here comes the pitch. It's low in the dirt. It bounces off Zavala's glove up in the air, and Judge is into third on a wild pitch. Now, there's a lot of humanity out there on the field right now between Stanton, Baumann, and Judge. It's 1-0.
It says here, Aaron, he's 6'4". I walked by him in the clubhouse today. I think they're off on that.
He's a big guy. 1 ball and no strikes to Stanton. Baumann comes set, and the pitch. It's up and in. 2-0. Cody Bolton optioned down to Tacoma with the roster move today. Now, Baumann's fastball has been hit noticeably more this year than last year and has not had quite the same swing and miss to it. The next offering, up and in, man. He has not had a real great time commanding the ball right now. That was 96 with some chin music to Stanton. You know, Stanton was one of the first guys to ever wear that custom C-flap on the helmet. It looked much different back in the days when he was with the Marlins. He had a gruesome hit by pitch in the face many, many years ago in Miami. The 3-0. It misses upstairs. It's a 4-pitch walk. So not exactly the start that Mike Baumann was hoping for. Runners on the corners. Now, the Mariners trying to find something, some form of a pivot guy. There's no replacing Matt Brash, but they're trying to find something that can help out with that. It's been a hard time trying to get the ball to Munoz this year. Jahmai Jones takes over as a pinch runner for Stanton. It's 4-0 New York. Runners on the corners, 1 down, bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. He swings and misses for strike 1. And we were talking about Judge and all the contact, the quality contact that he has made this month in particular. He is running away with the Player of the Month award in the American League. Rizzo at the plate, 1 out, 2 on. There's a move to first base. Jones not far off the bag. If you look at Judge's last 24 games, he's on basing over 500, so he's getting on base every other time he steps inside the batter's box. With 10 doubles and 10 homers in his last 24 games. That's before today. The pitch. Swinging, it's a high rising fly ball out to center field. Julio is in front of the warning track. He is there and makes the catch. Judge tags and is on his way home. It's the second sacrifice fly of the inning for the Yankees, who now lead by a score of 5-0. 2 outs. Jones stays over at first base. The point is, barrels mean something. And when you do it well, you become a very productive player. And it explains a lot of what is happening to Julio and why he has not been the best version of himself. He has just not gotten the ball in the air with great authority so far this year, and certainly consistently. Here's Gleyber Torres, the pitch. It's high for ball one.
Judge, when he's getting his pitch, he's hitting it hard, obviously. He's also taking his walks. You know, he's taking what the pitcher gives him, and then when they come over the plate, man, hits the ball hard out of the ballpark.
Jones takes off the 1-0. Pitches inside. Throw to second. Tag applied. Safe. Jermaine Jones steals second base. No challenge from the Mariners. You know, Judge is one of those guys, and even with all the great hitters, there's a short list of players who really put the fear into the pitcher of throwing it over the plate. Especially the way he's going right now. 2 outs, a runner at second, 5-0 Yankees. The 2-0. It bounces in the dirt, and this gives Jones third base. Well, Baumann has had poor command in his Mariners debut. Another wild pitch that puts Jones at third base. 5-0 New York. And the count 3-0 to Gleyber Torres. Baumann fires. It's low in the dirt. A 4-pitch walk. There comes Pete Woodworth. Can you imagine? You just joined a team. You're trying to make a good impression. You're going up against the hottest lineup in baseball this month, and things aren't exactly going your way. And now, this is nothing against Pete. Here comes a pitching coach who you've had, I don't know, a conversation with, and it went like this. Hey, I'm Pete.
Yeah, how you doing? What's your name, big guy? Big Mike, I know that. Yeah, he's just out there just to settle him down. He's all amped up. Got the adrenaline flowing. He wants to make a good impression. He's uncorked a couple of wild pitches, the 2 walks, and this is a good time out right now for Pete. Just go out there and say, hey, just be yourself. Just play a little catch with Seve Zavala right now and get out of the city.
He's now facing Oswaldo Cabrera. He's got a couple of base hits today. Yankees 5, Mariners 0. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And this is high. 98-mile-an-hour fastball, but it was a ball out of hand. An easy take for Cabrera. And Zavala calls time, steps in front of home plate, and goes through a couple of things. A 3-run 7th has really opened it up. The Yankees are out hitting the Mariners 11-1 today. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, bouncing over to Dylan Moore, deep in the hole at second. He throws on to first for out number 3. Thank goodness for a J.P. Crawford infield base hit.
There it is! 2000! A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit. Anticipation to see what...
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
PNW.com.
You're listening to
That's PellaPNW.com.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
We're broadcasting along the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network on what has turned out to be a sunshiny Thursday afternoon. Despite all that rain we had earlier today, it's now the Yankees 5 and the Mariners nothing as we go to the top of the 8th. Josh Rojas will, no, it won't be Rojas. Here comes a right-handed bat. Luis Urias will pinch hit for Rojas against the left-hander Victor Gonzalez, who came on with 1 out in the 7th inning. So here's Urias. The stretch by Gonzalez. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's going to be low and inside for ball 1. The Yankees taking on 3 mighty big runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Couple of sacrifice flies and a wild pitch. Here's the windup and the next offer. Swing and a miss at a good changeup. And the count is even on Urias at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Urias, France, and Zavala for the Mariners. We're going to be down in Washington tomorrow for the opening game of that 3-game series against the Nationals. The look in by Gonzalez, and the left-hander is 1-1 to Luis. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. So the big right-hander Mike Baumann making his Mariners debut, coming over from the Baltimore Orioles. Chance to work at the bottom of the 7th inning. Now the stretch and the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a well-hit ball, but pulled foul and out of play down the left field line. Into the crowd, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of kids here at the ballpark today. They have Education Day. 20,000 youngsters from all around New York City. A chance to play here in the Bronx. The 2-2. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Urias caught looking, and there's 1 away for the Mariners here in the top of the 8th. Well, the Mariners are kicking off their month-long Pride celebration on Saturday, June 1st against the Angels as part of the Pride Day festivities. The first 10,000 fans are going to have the chance to score a Mariners trucker hat. Get your tickets today at mariners.com. Here's Ty France. Mariners need a whole bunch in a hurry. Swing and a foul out of play on the first base side by Ty, and the count is 0-1. Story today for the Yankees. Starting pitcher Luis Gil. He went 6 1/3, gave up no runs, 1 hit. He walked 2 and he struck out 8. Struck out 14 White Sox in his last start. Now the stretch by Gonzalez and the 0-1 pitch to Ty. Low and inside for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that 1 base hit, J.P. Crawford, the infield base hit. If they wanted to, they could have maybe charged Volpe with an airy sliding stop, but he had it and he lost the ball on the transfer. Would have been a tough play, though, to try to get JP. So it's a base hit. Here's the pitch, up and in, and Ty gets hit on the left shoulder. France hit by a pitch. He was hit 34 times last season. So Ty hit by Gonzalez. Mariners have 1 on with 1 out. And here comes manager Aaron Boone out of the dugout. He's got activity down to the bullpen. A right-hander warming up for New York. And Booney's going to make a change here in the top of the 8th inning. So don't go away. 1 on, 1 away. Top of the 8th inning. The Yankees lead 5-0. We'll be back after this timeout.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez. There it is, 2000, a milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon, you need to do two things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Well, the new pitcher for the Yankees will be right-hander Nick Birdie. Birdie 1-0 with a 1.93 ERA, makes his 12th appearance of the year. Scored just 9 in the third innings, giving up 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned with 7 walks and 11 strikeouts. Yankees lead 5-0, top of the 8th. Mariners have Ty France on at first with 1 out. And here is Seby Zavala. The stretch and the pitch up high for ball 1. Seby, the start this afternoon. His last start was on May the 19th in Baltimore. Was 0 for 2. But one at bat, he almost hit one out of the ballpark to left center field. Previous start, he did hit a home run against the A's. Next offer on the way, and that's in there for a strike, a breaking ball, and the count is even on Zavala at 1-1. Well, the Mariners have scored most of their runs, seems like on this road trip, in their wins late in games. Well, it's late in the ball game. The Mariners are down by 5. 1-1. Low and outside, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Mariners have scored 12 runs from the 7th inning on this road trip. Here's the stretch. And the next pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss by Zavala, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Actually, that's in this series. In the last 3 games, they have scored 12 runs from the 7th inning on. They had the big comeback with a run of the 8th and 4 runs in the 9th inning. In game 1, here's the pitch, low and outside, ball 3, full count 3-2 on Zavala. And Zone hit a home run in the top of the 8th inning, and then the Mariners had an infield base hit, a walk, another infield base hit, a run scored, a throwing error, base hit by Haniger, looped in the right center, another walk, sac fly. Here's the pitch, low and outside for ball 4. So Zavala draws a walk, and now the Mariners have runners on at first and second with 1 away. Here in the top half of the 8th for J.P. Crawford. And J.P. is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. He had that infield base hit. And right now, the only hit of the day. And here we are in the top half of the 8th inning. 5-0 New York. Birdie looks in, has a sign. France on at second, Zavala on at first. And the pitch on the way to Crawford is over for a strike. 0-1. Dylan Moore is due up next. JP's, a left-handed hitter, short porch in right field. And last night's ball game, Cal Raleigh hit a line shot, 3-run home run into the bleachers and right. Here's the pitch on the way, and a strike on Crawford, and the count is now 0-2. Right now, Cal with the day off. Yankees 5 runs, 11 base hits. Here's the pitch to JP, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Mariners have 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning with 2 aboard, and the batter will be second baseman Dylan Moore. Nick Birdie on in relief. Starting this ball game, starting pitcher Luis Gil, 6 in the 3rd innings, no runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. The look in by Birdie. Here's the pitch. Dylan with a swing and a foul back, and the count is 0-1. Mariners winning 8 of the last 10 series. And it started with a sweep at home over Cincinnati back on April the 14th. Here we are on May the 23rd. Now the stretch and the 0-1 pitch. Way up high for ball 1, 1-1. Mariners swept the Reds in that series, went 2-1 against Colorado and Texas on the road, 2-1 against the Diamondbacks and Braves at home, 2-1 in Houston, 1-3 in Minnesota, 2-1 against the A's and Kansas City at home. The next pitch low and outside, ball 2, 2-1 the count. And then 1-2 in Baltimore, and right now 2-1 here in New York. The Mariners needing a big rally late in this ball game, down 5-0. 2 on. They need a base hit right here with 2 outs. The stretch and the 2-1 on the way to Dillon. Way outside in the dirt for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Moore looking for a fastball right here and a 3-1 count. One blown out toward left field. Dillon 6 home runs on the season. He had 7 last year. Runners get their leads now. The stretch by Bernie, and the 3-1 pitch is low and outside for a ball 4. So Dillon draws a walk, and now the Mariners have the bases loaded here in the top of the 8th inning with 2 outs. France will get to third. Zavala is on at second. Moore on at first. A hit batter, a couple of walks, and a couple of strikeouts in the inning. And here is Luke Raley. So Luke can make it mighty interesting here in the top of the 8th inning. And time is called. Pitching coach Matt Blake goes out to the mound to have a talk with Birdie. So you got the left-handed hitter up there. You got Birdie on the mound. Birdie now has faced 3 batters. Mitch Garver's due up next. Oh, that's Boone out there, so he's going to make a change. I thought it was Blake. So that's it for Birdie. And a pitching change for the Yankees here in the top of the 8th inning. Don't go away. Bases loaded, 2 out.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Rex Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
0% APY 4 or 7-month feature. I'm an all-star saver with a 5.0% APY 4 or 7-month featured CD. Go to homestreet.com/CD hit to check out all the rates and open your CD account today. Terms and conditions apply. $500 minimum opening deposit. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So on the mound for the Yankees, their closer, Clay Holmes. He will face Luke Raley, the right-hander. And he had all kinds of problems a few nights ago in the top of the 9th inning. Pitch on the way to Raley, and it's going to be low and inside for ball 1. So here is Holmes, 1-1 with a 1.74 ERA. Now his 22nd appearance of the year. When he came in, he had 20 appearances, did not give up an earned run. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the stretch of the pitch, swinging a ground ball to the right side, off to his left. Sliding stop, Torres, he's got it. Pops up, throws to first. In time to get Raley, and that's going to retire the side, and the Mariners leave the...
There it is! 2000! A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember. There's a ball driven in deep left field. Up and gone to the home run court.
To flush, you need to do two things. Needs to drain. When the toilet needs to flush, you need to do two things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Welcome back to Yankee Stadium. Let's pause for station identification time. This is the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
This is Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Take every game with you on the go by downloading the Seattle Sports app.
710 KIRO AM Seattle and KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma, the home of the Mariners.
Mariners have a new pitcher. Right-hander Edward Bazardo will take over in relief. 5-0 New York. Bottom of the 8th. Austin Wells will lead things off. And bat for Jose Trevino, who's lifted for no, this is just Wells pinch hitting for Trevino. Here's the stretch and the pitch on the way to Wells. Check swing, and it's going to be low and inside. Did he go? He did not. And it's ball one. The Mariners had an opportunity, bases loaded, but they could not score in the top half of the 8th. Bazardo got the win in that crazy comeback win 3 nights ago. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside to Wells for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That was his first win as a Mariners, second win in the big leagues. Had one with Boston. Bazardo ready, and now the young right-handers 2-0 toss. Low and inside to Wells, ball 3. 3-0. Home runs by Stanton and Judge early in the game. 3 runs for the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 sacrifice flies. The stretch and the pitch. Fastball for a strike. And it's now 3-1. Mike Baumann making his Mariners debut, just acquired from the Baltimore Orioles. Had a rough time in his debut, 2/3 of an inning. No runs, no hits. Walked a couple of guys and threw 2 wild pitches. Next offer on the way. Swing and a pop-up. Left side of the infield. And coming up is Urias there to make the catch, and there's one down. So 1 away, nobody on, and that'll bring up Anthony Volpe. Volpe aboard twice with a couple of base hits. And he scored the first of 3 Yankee runs in that bottom of the 7th inning. Bazardo looks in, works from the third base side of the rubber. Bottom of the 8th, here's the pitch. In the dirt, and it skips between the wickets of Zavala, the catcher, for ball 1. We're going to be in Washington tomorrow night. George Kirby gets to start in game 1 of that 3-game series with the Nationals. The windup and the pitch. Slider, low. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Bazardo 1-0 with a 6.74 ERA, 4 appearances. He's worked 6 2/3 innings, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. The pitch. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Luis Castillo started the ball game, went 5 innings. Yankees got his pitch count way up there at 91. And Scott got him after 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs. The stretch and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back behind the plate by Volpe. And the count evens at 2-2. Luis came into the start with a streak of 7 consecutive quality starts. 6 or more innings pitched, 2 runs, earned runs or less. Over that stretch had a 2.17 ERA. Next pitch swung on, ground ball left side, charging J.P. Crawford has it on the run. The throw to first base, little low but picked in time by Ty France for the second out of the inning. Nice play on both ends. So 2 up, 2 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 8th, and that'll bring up Juan Soto. He's put aboard twice. He's hit into a double play, struck out, has walked and singled, and he scored one of the 3 Yankee runs also in the bottom of the 7th inning. Soto having a great season. Here's the pitch on the way by Bazardo, and it's down low for ball 1. Yankees 34-17. They're 17-8 at home and 17-9 on the road. So playing just as well on the road as they are here in the Bronx. The windup and the 1-0 pitch to Soto. That's a strike. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. This is our good friend John Sterling, longtime voice on radio for the Yankees. Looking down the way, a couple of booths down the way, working with Susan Waldman. Retired earlier this year after a handful of games at the age of 86. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike on Soto. Make it a ball. Looked like McKay was coming up with that right arm, but he didn't. And it's 2-1 the count on Soto. And a chance to visit with John for the ball game this afternoon. Really enjoying retirement. Here is the stretch and the 2-1 pitch to Soto. Swinging a ground ball right side. Dylan Moore charges, has it. The throw to first in time to get Soto. That's going to retire the side. And we go to the top of the ninth inning. The Mariners need a whole bunch of runs. We go to the top of the ninth. Home Street Bank score. The Yankees 5 and the Mariners nothing.
There's a ball driven in deep left field. Up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field. Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
Mariners Radio Network, we head to the top half of the along the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network, we head to the top half of the ninth inning. Yankees lead it 5-0. Clay Holmes back on the mound, got the final out in the 8th. Mitch Garver will lead things off. Garver 0 for 3 on the day. The Mariners with only 1 hit today. Here's the pitch. Fastball, pours it over for a strike. 0-1. Holmes imploded, as we talked about 3 nights ago. He gave up those 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning. Mariners come back 5-4 win over the Yankees. Next offer, swing and a miss by Garver. And the count right away, 0-2. Garver, Haniger, and then Julio Rodriguez. Here in the top of the 9th. The only hit, an infield single by J.P. Crawford in the 4th. Swinging a ground ball up the middle into center field. A base hit for Garver. So Mitch Garver and an 0-2 pitch rams one right back through the middle over the bag at second. So the Mariners have a man on. Mariners baseball brought to you by Car Toys, celebrating 37 years. Car Toys, a better way to go. Here's Mitch Haniger. Holmes had that rough time with a couple of walks, sacrifice flies. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball for a strike. 0-1 in that game on Monday night. Man, we spent a lot of time here in the Bronx and Manhattan, a 4-game series in New York. The stretch and the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Haniger. And the count is down 0-2. And the long road trip continues tomorrow night in Washington. Remember, the Mariners get back home Memorial Day Monday at T-Mobile Park, May 27th against the Astros. The 0-2. Up. Oh, strike called on the inside corner. Strike 3, and Haniger strikes out, and there's 1 away for the Mariners here in the top of the 9th inning. 1 on and 1 away. The pitch looked way inside. It was high. It was out of the strike zone, and Holmes got the call. But he missed by a huge margin because Austin Wells, the new catcher, was set up away And now, here's Julio, the pitch, a fastball for a strike, 0-1.
I'm actually impressed that Scott, I guess I shouldn't speak too soon, hasn't gotten ejected in these 4 games. I mean, it's been pretty bad.
A lot of pitches are missed. Here's the next offer, and a swing and a foul tip into the glove of Wells. 0-2 the count on Julio.
And I truly feel this way. It's been very one-sided. And we've looked at the umpire scorecards the next day, and it bears that out. The Mariners have caught some breaks, certainly, from the pitching perspective, as Julio calls time. But, I mean, not even remotely close to the number of calls that the Yankees pitchers have gotten.
It's pretty lopsided, especially, I think it was the first game of the series. It seemed like the umpire missed a whole bunch of pitches. The stretch and the next offer to Julio, and it's high and outside for ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Crowd is thinned out on a Thursday afternoon, trying to get back into that afternoon traffic. Here's the next offer on the way, and it misses outside to Julio for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Julio steps back in, looking to barrel up a pitch from Clay Holmes. Holmes from the stretch, and now the 2-2 on the way, and a swing and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher Wells for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for Holmes. Mariners have 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning, down to their final out, and that'll bring up Jorge Polanco. So here's Polanco to bat for Urias. Got the left-handed bat up there that faced the right-handed. Mitch Garver on at first base led off the inning with a single to center field. Only 2 hits for the Mariners in this ballgame. Heel, the starter, gave up only 1. He went 6 1/3 innings. Here's the set by Holmes, and the pitch to Polanco is a fastball for a strike. 0-1.
No, you're right. Only 2 hits and only 1 that left the infield.
Yeah.
It's been that kind of day, unfortunately.
Base hit by Garver, got into center field. The infield base hit by Crawford. That's it in the 4th. Next pitch outside on Polanco for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Way off the line at third base, Cabrera. Holmes ready. Here's the stretch. Garver lead at first base. Pitch to Polanco way outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Outfield straight away. Verdugo, Judge, and Soto. The look in by Holmes, and the right-hander's 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Polanco, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We saw Polanco for the first time in the lineup in about a week, over a week. He was out for 7 games with the tight hamstring, and now the fans rise into their feet here in the Bronx. Final game of the 4-game series, 5-0 New York. Top of the 9th inning, pitch of the way, swinging a fly ball, shallow left field, down the line. Verdugo on the run. It's going to drop in. A fair ball. Down to second goes Garver. Polanco with a soft single the other way. Up with the ball is Verdugo. Gets a throw back into Volpe, the shortstop. So the Mariners with a little bit of a pulse here in the top half of the 9th inning. They still need a bunch, and here comes Ty France. 2 on, 2 outs, 5-0 New York. They have 5 runs on 11 hits. Mariners only their 3rd hit of the afternoon. So here's Ty. He's been aboard twice with a walk, and he's been hit by a pitch. He's grounded out to Cabrera at third. The set by Holmes. Here's the pitch to Ty. Fastball is up and in. Ball 1. Ty, 5 home runs on the year. 17 runs batted in. Runners get their leads, and the 1-0 pitch swinging a ground ball is short. Up with the ball is Volpe over to second base for the force on Polanco, and that is the ball game. The Yankees take the final game of the 4-game series. A final score of 5-0. The Mariners come away with a split of the 4-game set. They won the first 2 games of the series. They won game 1 by a score of 5.
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off.
We head down to Washington to take on the Nationals tomorrow night in game 1 of that 3-game series. Final score, the Yankees 5 and the Mariners 0. We'll be back with the totals and more after this timeout.
There are trucks, and then there's the truck. GMC Sierra. Not just any truck, the truck. Well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR for 36 months on GMC Sierra light-duty models. See your Northwest GMC dealer. Monthly payment is $28.16 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment, 15.0%. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 6/3/24.
At Global Credit Union, members benefit, like free checking, because why pay a fee to spend your own money? Early payday, your paycheck up to 3 days early with direct deposit. And member care, with branches near you and a 24/7, 365 U.S.-based call center, where you'll always talk to a real person. Free checking and no monthly maintenance fee only apply to core checking accounts. Other fees may apply.